We are live. Let's see if it works. Is everyone here? Is the mic working? Can you hear me? I am back today. Sabbath wanted for me to do the reading today because it's Kosha's birthday apparently, so she's very busy. And we're going to be reading for you. To be honest with you, I thought I would never come back because ever since I did come live, a lot of you have been telling me, where is Subota? Where is she? Bring her back. So that's why I'm here, okay? Even though I don't really want to be here, I have to be because I'm getting paid. And so let's see what's going on with your miserable life, okay? I'm sure that everything's the same, but we're gonna tap into everything and tap into your reading for the current situation. Obviously, we haven't done this in a while. So, anyway, is everyone here? You must have been really bored with the readings, okay? Because I have been gone for a very long time. It's understandable, okay? Am I doing questions? Yes, I have to, okay? So you can ask questions as many as you want, as many super chats, as many PayPal donations, whatever you want to do, you can do it. And I will be here to answer you because I have to. Did you miss me? Did you miss me reading for you? You know, I read very differently and I have no niceness or, uh, sugarcoating usually when I read. So it's going to be different reading, obviously. It's Kosha's birthday today. So we're going to be having a little birthday. And anyway, she asked me to be here with you. So hopefully this reading won't be long because I personally cannot stand trolls on here. Okay, there's too many people with, no homes, no jobs, nothing, and they just want to go off. So I don't really mind it, but still. So we're going to be doing Aries to Pisces. Tell me you're here. Okay, I'm not going to do this reading without you. And I think the lip liner I went a little bit too much to the side. It's not a no accent. I've been hired instead of Sabbath to be here today because she couldn't be here and she asked me to be here because a lot of you apparently were searching for me. Okay. So let's do Aries. Current situation. It's not going to be long. Probably 5 minutes maximum. Okay, because I don't have time. And anyway, let's do your reading. Is everyone here? If someone could put the timestamp for the website, it would be amazing so I can pin it. And I love my mods too. The mods are super sweet, super nice as usual. They always help me with everything. So I missed you a lot. Reading your current situation is going to be different, obviously. Okay. Thank you. Let's do your reading. Let's do your reading and see what's going on with you. Let's do Aries and see what's going on. Are you ready? Are you here? I'm not going to start if you're not here. I won't start. Might as well leave. Okay. So let me know if you're here and I'm going to be doing the reading. You say your ex is an Aries. No wonder they're your ex. You say any advice on mental health problems. Also love your videos. Just keep watching me and your health will be improving, okay, soon. So just keep watching me. Especially the videos where I am doing the reading, okay, which is like 3 times only. Hopefully I'll have to come here live more. Just that will help with your mental health. So just keep watching me. Save your videos, save the videos you watch, and you'll feel better. I am not your wife. See, I haven't even started and people are already starting with me. I would not be your wife even if you paid me $1 billion, okay? American dollars, and that's too much in, you know, compared to rubles. I would not. Aries, what's the energy for you? Reading your current situation. Reading your current situation. I am answering questions. Maybe Sabbath will. I don't know if I will, but she will, definitely will. Reading your current situation. Let's see what's going on with you. What is wrong with you, first of all? Some of you are looking to hear back from someone from your past. Something's wrong with you. In your reading, you're showing up missing someone. You keep waiting on them. You want to reach out or you want to hear from them. I think there's a lot of happiness for you coming in, especially for your career. I see it happen. I feel like you're going to be very famous in whatever you do, especially if you have a business. But I feel like you keep waiting to hear from someone, or it's like you keep missing someone from the past. Could be a fire sign or water or Leo, Virgo. Let's see what this is. Could be another Aries or another earth sign. What is the outcome for this? You know, I think if you keep waiting, you're going to be waiting your whole life for this person to come back, because I don't see them. I don't see them reaching out. So if you're waiting by the phone and you keep stalking them, I don't think if they're reaching out. I think you're just, you know, wasting your time waiting on someone. Does this make sense to you? If you're not waiting, this is definitely not your reading. But if you are, the spirit's saying you better stop stalking someone, because you really seem to be wasting your time on a situation. Financially, though, things look really, really great for you. I feel like financially you're going to be really successful. You have a lot of pentacles in your reading, which is talking about, you know, a lot of success. I do feel like even more popular people or famous people are going to be reaching out to you to work with you. So there is definitely this energy of like fame. So you're going to be famous. I think it's better to focus on your work right now. I'm going to tap onto your love life, but you need to stop waiting on someone. You keep waiting to hear from them. I even feel like there's a chance you could hear from them, but it's like don't waste your time waiting. Okay, at least meet other people as well on the side. There's a lot of waiting in your energy. I don't know. Reading your current situation. Reading your current situation. What is the outcome? I don't know how Sabbath does this every day, okay? I don't know how she does it every day. It's very, very overwhelming sometimes to be reading in front of like hundreds of people. Let's see. What is the outcome? You seem to have way too many options, first of all, in your reading. I do feel that you need to let go of the past because it brings you nothing but pain, guiltiness, and waiting. Okay, so I feel the need to say move forward, especially if you feel like a connection was really hard to read, like you couldn't read somebody's feelings, they were really hard to read. Okay, I feel like there is going to be a connection coming towards you. Could be a Virgo, could be a Leo, could be a Gemini, but someone who wants to be committed to you. And I think they don't play games, you know, they don't play games, they don't like to make you chase, they don't like to be toxic, they don't like toxicity. So, you know, I think it's a much better, like, healthy connection for you. Could be even a Capricorn. But I see you being intimate with someone new, and I think whoever this person is going to be way more, you know, committal. If they're not new, it's talking about two different people that you have to kind of choose from, okay? But I honestly think that your finances look great, and that in regards to love, you have to make the right choices for you. Let's see if there's any other messages for you. The spirit's saying that situation was a lesson for you, okay? And maybe it was lusty, very lusty connection. So the spirit's saying more focus on the person who has future plans and who has a purpose when it comes to dating you. Maybe they buy you gifts or plan things. So that's your reading. I'm not going to sit here for hours trying to, you know, convince you to move on when you don't feel ready to or whatever. So I'm going to just move on to the next reading. Okay. Let's move forward to do your reading. You know, the only thing I look forward to and I've been waiting for is that cash money to be sent into my account. So I don't know how you guys wait on someone to come to you. It's not understandable. If it were to be money, I would understand. But if it's a person and you're waiting on them to come back, it doesn't make any sense. Okay? Only thing I will be waiting on is, you know, checks and money, cash. Let's do Taurus and see what's going on. Is the sound good? I've heard we've been having sound problems. I can't tell if it's the audience who need to visit the doctor or it's actually us, but you can let us know. Ah. Okay, let's do your next read. Let's do your next read. Let's do your next read and see what's going on. This is going to be for, what sign are we on? Taurus? Tell me how many Tauruses we have in the chat because I simply do not know. Okay, I'm just not paying attention to the comments that much because I'm reading. But let's do reading. Taurus, what's the energy for you? What do you need to know right now and what's going on with you? What if I close this? Is it better? I feel like it's a little bit more maybe like intimate, but I don't like the shade. Never mind. Taurus, what's the energy for you? Let's see. Reading your current situation, what's going on? You could have an earth sign or someone very rich coming towards you, okay? You could have someone very rich coming towards you, male, female. Could be someone who's buying you gifts, could be someone who's celebrating something with you soon. So you have that energy coming towards you. If they're long distance with you, they could always also be traveling to see you too as well, okay? But heavy energy is earth as well as air. Let's see what the energy is for you. Reading your current situation, what's the energy and what's going on? I might need to take this off actually, because it's better when it's... Okay, there you go. It's hot in here. Reading your current situation. I feel like for some of you, there's a new job opportunity for you coming towards you, and I think it is because you don't want to stay in a position anymore that you feel really overwhelmed in. So I have a sense that you're going to be changing your job, and timing of it is definitely from now up until May. There's going to be a new job opportunity for you, and it feels way more permanent, okay? If it's not May, it could be within the next 5 weeks. But you're having a way more permanent job offer, okay, coming towards you. I also feel like for some of you, there's a person coming towards you that's going to be making you feel loved, cherished. They're going to be making you feel like the princess or the king that you are, okay? They're going to be giving you a lot of attention. I just saw 111. So definitely I have a sense that this is talking about the person that's going to be really giving you whatever it is that you wish to have, okay? In regards to signs, they could have fire or earth within their chart. So could be someone who is very, you know, very generous energy. But we can tap into it more to see what's the energy for you. Reading your current situation. There's someone rich in your reading, okay? So I dare you to not go back to any past situations, especially if they're broke, if they can't even offer you a relationship. I feel the need to tell you to more look forward to this new energy that feels very generous to you, okay? But specific signs are fire, earth is coming through, and cancer they could have. But in case you're, you know, connecting with different people, the spirit is saying you need to basically focus on someone who's very generous, okay? That's what I'm seeing. Any other message do we have? If you're still stuck on a person from the past, you need to stop yourself. And I'm going to say the same thing I told Aries. You need to stop waiting on someone. I don't know who this person is, but they're not reaching out to you. They're not doing anything towards you. What are they up to? Tell me. I think this person could be actually connecting with other people. Okay? So I'm here to tell you the truth. I think this person could be connecting with someone else and the energy feels very sexual. So they could be for the streets. You need to move forward. You need to move forward with your life instead of keep waiting on someone. Their energy feels like maybe you didn't give them, you know, any sexual intimacy, so they had to go and find it elsewhere. This probably either is a player or is for the streets, okay? They could even be on apps or they could be connecting with other people, is something that I'm seeing. I don't like this energy at all. And maybe the way you notice they could be for the streets is they try to rush you, they try to, I don't know, like be in the bed with you, I don't know. They might have tried something and made you feel like they may not be serious. So you're right. You say, why do I sound Russian today? Because I was hired today to be here to read for you, okay? That's why. But you could be stuck on an Aries, Pisces, Gemini, Virgo. I feel like you need to move on, and I think you can do better, okay, with your life. So you can come back to this reading every time you feel like, you know, you're still stuck on someone. Any other messages do we have for you? I don't know why your reading is so similar to Aries reading. But some of you could connect with someone younger or blonde. They could also, I don't know, they could really be obsessed with you or idolize you as well. I think whoever this is, they're gonna give you the attention no one has ever, given you. But specific signs is Aries, Gemini, Virgo, Libra, and Capricorn. Okay? It's someone younger, they could be blonde, they could be from a different background, but they're going to be obsessed with you. And I think they're going to be also obsessed with your background and your culture, okay? So it could be maybe a different culture. I feel the need to say it's time to move on from whoever that was, okay? Because they kind of, I don't know, they kind of just wanted to be with you either sexually or they just weren't serious. That's kind of the energy that I see. Is there any other messages for you? I think you might have been dealing with someone, yeah, that's really wanted to be sexual with you. But then they got frustrated because you either didn't do it or you wanted something serious. Another message I see for you is some of you could move, okay? And this move could be happening for you from now until around October, okay? So there's a chance you could move, or this is talking about traveling, most likely, okay? So that's the energy that I see happening. And some of you could also lose weight. There's a chance you could be losing weight. That's your reading. Let's do Gemini. Let's do Gemini and see what the energy is for you. Okay, I don't know if I should put this on. Ooh, this also actually looks pretty. Hold on. It looks very pretty. Okay. Yeah, this is better. You say, please let me know if I have any woman's curse. I don't think any woman would care enough to put a curse on you, okay? Either you're broke or you need to work on yourself. But trust me, no woman would care enough to put a curse on you because you're a troll. Okay? No woman has time for that. We don't live in the 18th century anymore. Okay, let's do Gemini and see what's going on. You say, guess my situation. I don't want to guess your situation unless I get paid, okay? I'm not here for free. Do you understand? This is not a game show, okay? I will respond to your question if I am getting paid. End of story, period, okay? You say, I feel the dark arts still don't exist. I just don't think any woman would take you seriously enough to put a curse on you. That's what I said, okay? That's what I said. No woman in the right mind would care enough. That's what I said. Gemini, what's the energy for you? What is the energy? What are you dealing with? What's going on with you? Gemini, what is the energy? You could be tired, okay? Or lazy, okay? I think you're lazy. I think you don't get things done on time and then you nag about it to other people why you're behind because you're lazy. You're lazy. You need to get up. First of all, I thought that you were tired, but the energy feels to be lazy. We're going to see what's going on with you. Whoever it is you're dating right now, whoever it is you're dating, you're seeing right now, they could definitely want to offer you a relationship. They could want to be with you. Could be an earth sign or a water sign or a Leo or air. It's someone who is very, it's someone who's very, very into you. They could want to make you happy. They could want to, do things for you. They could be actually younger than you. If they're not younger, the connection itself feels very playful. But whoever you're seeing right now and whoever you're connecting, they definitely could be offering you a relationship soon. And timing of it could be from now up until February. Okay? You say, I predicted your car would need a repair. Okay. Amazing. It's good. I think they also love your eye. They love your, I just heard the face complexion. They love like the way you look. So whoever this is, you don't even have to do anything and they're turned on by you. You don't have to do nothing and they just have feelings for you because of how attractive you are to them, okay? So whoever it is, earth, water sign, Leo, they have feelings for you. And I think they will be offering you a relationship. I think for some of you, they could feel afraid of being rejected too. So I think they really want to make sure that you also have feelings for them. So the spirit is telling you, be a little bit more communicative, talk to them more, tell them that you have feelings for them, or give them hope that, so that they know that you also have feelings for them. Let's see what else. Reading your current situation. Also, stop drinking. You be a drunkard, all right, over there. You be the drunkard on the streets. I think you'd be drinking too much. Or when you drink, you can't think straight. You be thinking of the past. You think about your ex. You need to stop drinking all day. I don't know if it's for you, if it's for someone, but some of you really need to stop drinking because it's affecting the way you think and it's making you be stuck on the past. It doesn't even taste good, to be honest with you, unless it's vodka. But, I think for some of you, you need to stop drinking. Another message that I see for you is definitely a lot of victory I see for you in regards to your work. So work is going to be going amazing for you, especially if you're doing something spiritual, if you're doing something artistic. For some of you, could be into acting, singing, dancing, anything, sports, and you're going to be really successful work-wise for you, okay? That's what I'm saying for you. You could earn a lot of money online, okay, by doing something that you're doing online. I don't know what this is, but it's something that I saw. I see notification on my phone, people following me on TikTok. Also, check out my Instagram page and be subscribed here too, okay? You gotta make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Reading your current situation. In case you're doing something full-time, you're going to be having a raise or promotion, and timing of it is from now up until July. But I keep wanting to tell you, that whoever you're dealing with, especially if they have earth in their chart, or if they have air, they're very serious about you. It is someone, if you're dating them right now, they're thinking of marrying you, they're thinking of having kids, they're thinking of, having a house with you. It's someone who's very, serious about you. And I think you're going to know that because they're going to propose or they're going to tell you that they want to have a future with you. Is there anything else you want to tell me? You're going to be very rich for the future, okay? And I also see you moving in with a person. And timing of when this could happen could be from now up until around February, okay? Either it's February up until summertime, okay? That's what I saw. But you're going to be in a very serious relationship, or that's something that's going to be offered to you. Okay, that's something that I noticed in your reading. So that's your reading. Someone who's very serious and very traditional. They could be also very, hardworking here. That's what I'm seeing. So let's move forward to do Cancer. That's your reading. You're going to be rich, okay, from whatever that you're doing. Let's do Cancer and see what the energy is for you. You say you think prediction for each individual would be unique. What do you think I'm doing right now? Where do you see, that says collective reading for everyone? This is individual sign reading, okay? So I don't know what you're talking about. You say you would send $100. Do it then, okay? One thing I noticed about broke people is they just talk and they never do. So I think you're trying to flex when that wallet really needs to be going through a huge transformation because it's empty fully. It's been empty for, decades at this point. Okay? I don't need your money, first of all. Second of all, if you have it, just send it. You don't need to tell me you want to send something, because if you had it, it would have been in my pocket already, okay? Mm. Let's move forward to the next reading. Cancer, what is your reading? Oh, I love Sadia. Sadia, thank you so much for the pajama set. I want to thank you so, so much for that. I had no idea you were the one who sent it to me, but I'm so grateful. I'm going to be giving you a message as well when the live is done, but thank you. I love it. The Barbie pajama set is something I've, always want to have, so it's beautiful. Thank you very much. You say that I get the stuff that you sent. What did you send me? How are my members doing? Did you hit the like button or what? You say you gave Sabbath a vacation. She needs it. She needs, a yearly vacation at this point with all the trolls being here and, there's a lot of pressure. She told me every time she goes live, she gets kind of nervous at this point because, ever since she started showing her face, people are, noticing her more. There's new audience. There's so many new things that are, happening in her life. And she feels kind of, overwhelmed. But in a good way. I think it's a good way anyway. You say, do I ever get mentally tired of doing reading and connecting all the time? No. No. Before I used to get tired all the time, but now I don't care because, I'm so used to it now. And if I don't go live, I won't feel good because I don't know. I love reading. I don't get tired. I get tired of stupidity. When people are stupid, they don't understand what I'm saying. When I'm doing, readings and they don't have any idea what I'm talking about when I'm giving advice, that's when I get tired. But usually when I do readings, I love to help people. I don't mind, because I love to do it for people. I love to help. You say I'm saying Cancer prediction is for all the people with Cancer sign. Yes, it is. But I don't get tired. No. Because I have a goal. I want to be the best psychic ever, okay, by at least 2027. For the new year, I have my, goal set straight up. So there's lots of things I want to achieve in my life. So the last thing is on my list is getting tired. I don't get tired. You say I'm already the best one. You're very sweet to me. You say Sabbath's answer to my question yesterday has already started to happen. You saw an email today concerning potential changes with your job. Glad to have. I'm really thankful that, you put that to me. So I'm happy that, it came through. That it was a heads up for you. I mean, hopefully everything's fine. I try to, not break character because I'm in character right now. But I will respond to all of you when I'm answering questions. Cancer, what is the energy for you? You say make you learn everything, make you learn something new every day. Oh, wow. That's beautiful. Cancer, what is the energy for you? To all the men that keep putting, compliments, show me the compliments with dollar bills because I will not care if you have to say I'm beautiful. I hear that every day almost 1,000 times. Okay, so to me that doesn't mean anything. One ear in, one ear out. Okay? All I care about is some, if you want to, compliment properly, you can, send money or whatever. But if you have to keep saying that I'm beautiful, I know that already. Nothing new. Cancer, what is the energy? Reading your current situation. Reading your current situation. What's going on with you? You're finally going to walk away from... You know what I see? I think you were really tempted to connect with someone. I think you waited on someone. This is Aries reading again. You really wanted to connect with someone. There's a person you've been waiting to hear from. I think you're finally going to walk away. You need to stop drinking. Some of you keep drinking, and when you drink, you keep thinking about that ex that was for the streets, or they just weren't that serious about you in the first place. You need to stop drinking, and you need to get yourself to be sober, to be healthy, because I think you're finally going to walk away from a connection that you're realizing was toxic. You're realizing it was lusty, like there was nothing more, there was no depth to the connection. So you're going to be finally walking away. I think we need to throw a party for you, okay, to finally walk away from a situation. Okay? Some of you could have been a water sign or could be a fire sign. It's someone that you really waited on them to offer you a relationship, but they never did. You kept waiting on this person to do something for you. You kept waiting on them to offer you a relationship, to maybe express their feelings for you, and then you got tired because they never did. I think you're going to walk away. I think you should have walked away a long time ago. Maybe physically you did walk away, but not mentally. Finally, you're going to move on from this, okay? I think you're going to finally move on from this. And I think there's something about this connection that just was sexual, or you feel like it was just lustful. It wasn't anything deep. Like you wanted it to be deep, but it wasn't anything deep, okay? So you're going to be moving on from it, I think. Does this make sense to you? I also think that you're being very, very financially stable for the future. Like there's a lot of money coming towards you. I think some of you, in regards to your business, you're going to be really taking off. And I feel the need to say you're going to be very rich in the future. Like you're not going to care how much money is, being taken out of your account. Like you're just not going to care when it comes to buying gifts. You're not going to look at the price tags because you're already having enough money. I also feel like you keep waiting on this person to reach out, or you've been waiting. But the thing about them is they're very full of themselves. And I think it's someone that gets a lot of attention, or they like getting attention from people. Okay? So whoever you're dealing with, obviously they're dealing with other people, or there's a chance that, they couldn't get what they wanted with you. And I think I keep feeling like you wanted something deeper. Am I right, or am I right? Because I don't know. So let's see more in regards to your situation here. Reading your current situation. You have many options, but you don't care about any of these options. You keep focusing on the one idiot that didn't do anything for you and didn't want you. What is wrong with you in your reading? I don't understand. You keep focusing on the one person who didn't want you instead of focusing on the ones that do want you. Something must be wrong with you. I also see for some of you, you're going to be going on a trip with someone. They could have Cancer or fire within their chart, but you have a lot of different options. And you need to stop, being in your head so much. You need to stop being in your head so much about this past person, whoever this is that is quiet, is not saying a word. So you're being Delulu and you think that, oh, they do watch you. Watching is not enough, okay? They have to actually reach out and do something about it. Why do I feel the need to say don't be Delulu? You know, in my language, there's a word for this person. It's trus, which is coward. Okay, so you might have dealt with someone like that. What is the outcome for you? What is the outcome? There's a beautiful connection for you. And I think when you connect with this person, you're going to see everything way more clearly. You're going to see, okay, what true love is, what it's supposed to be like. And I think this person, for some of you, they could have strong fire in their chart or water. But one thing you're gonna realize about them is they're very serious in the way they behave, they respect you, they do things for you, that you're like, wow, this other person never did those things for me. Okay? So I feel the need to tell you when that connection comes to your reality, you need to accept it. And you need to be more open toward new love, if that makes sense. Because I feel like you're not at all open to that. Is there any other messages for you? I also feel like there's going to be a move for you. Some of you, there's a chance you could connect with someone online and you're going to be, engaging with them. Fire sign especially is coming through in your reading. You could also have an apology from someone coming towards you too within the next 3 weeks to 3 months. But I also see a move for you. And this move is going to be very much making you happy. It's going to be somewhere where you have your own space, you're independent. It could be talking about you even connecting with someone that you want to move in with, okay? Like being closer to someone that you want to move in with. For others of you, this could be talking about you moving to a completely different country, immigration, or this could be going to somewhere where you feel like it's sunny, it's nice, it's not cold. I don't know. It's either a trip or it's, you're actually moving. So that could be the energy. Is there anything else you want to tell me about this? Stop pushing the right people away. Okay, you keep bringing the wrong people in and you keep pushing the right people away because you're trying to convince yourself that you're worth. Okay, I want you to stop dealing with someone that didn't want you and didn't fight for you. Okay, I don't know who needs to hear this, but you need to hear me out. You know, in our culture, in Soviet Russia, men move mountains for women. Men, you know how male birds do it. You know, they try to impress the woman birds. It's the same thing in Soviet Russia. So we're not going to take someone seriously unless they do all those things for us. They fight for us. They, buy flowers. They spend money. Okay, they, spend time with you. They're loyal to you. So it sounds to me like this reading, you're holding on to the wrong person and you need to make space for this beautiful new energy, okay? That's your reading. That is your reading. But a very passionate connection coming towards you. And I think you have marriage, okay? You have marriage energy or someone who wants to get married to you by October next year. So when it does happen, I know you're gonna come to me and tell me that, but I keep seeing marriage for you, and I think it's very important that you're open to someone new instead of keep holding on to a person. Okay? Let's move forward. We're going to do Leo. This reading just gave me a headache, okay? I need to go and take a shower. This was too much for me. You say you're not strong enough to move a mountain, then you're not a man, okay? You're not one. You have to fight bears, you have to move mountains, okay? You need to be handy, you need to be able to, clog the toilet when I ask you to. You need to be able to fix my car when I ask you to. You need to be needing to fix the window when I ask you to. You need to know all these different skills if you want to be a man. Thomas! Thank you so much for that super chat. Сейчас я на работе. Большое спасибо тебе тоже, Thomas. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. Thank you for that super chat. Большое спасибо тебе. Thank you very, very much for that. You say take out the trash, especially the trash, yes. I'm not going to touch the trash even. Thanks, Thomas. We're going to do Leo now. Okay, Leo. Let's do Leo. It's hard to stay in character. It's really hard, especially when my mods come in and I have to greet them because I know I love all of you so much. You say, look, my eyeliner. I still can't put lashes on or I can't do mascara because my eye, I feel like it hasn't healed yet, so I have to kind of give myself time. But we're going to do Leo for sure soon. But the reason I do this and the reason I come here instead of Sabbath is because I want there to be some kind of a change, I don't want I don't want things to get boring. I'm an Aries moon, so I don't like when everything's so the same, you know? I don't like that. Hit the like button, by the way. If you don't hit the like button, I'm gonna make you. I'm gonna come there and I'm gonna make you hit the like button in case you haven't. Especially if you listen to the full reading, you like it, it resonates, and then yet you forget. Okay? I love you too. Personal readings are also available if you want to reach out to, sabbathterror.com. You say you subscribed? Okay. You better subscribe, okay? Should we stay in character? I don't even know if I can. The voice is kind of too deep for me to do, you know? The voice is too deep. I feel like I'm in an acting class. And believe it or not, I did take acting class when I was in university and I was so good at it. Always, A plus, everything I did. I loved acting. I loved it a little bit too much. And thank you for telling me I look pretty. You look also very pretty. Let's do a reading. Let's do Leo's reading. I can't believe we're on Leo, okay? How am I going to end these readings? You say you got an unexpected promotion at work like I predicted in my Scorpio readings a week ago. Wow. I'm very glad for that. I'm happy to hear that. You know, the whole point of me being here is to see you telling me the predictions came true. You're getting married, you're getting a job, you're getting, promoted, you're getting successful, you're getting rich. That's all, that I want to see on my channel because that's what I really, really try, hard for. Like, I want to see people succeed. I want to see people happy. That makes me happy. So, anyway. Okay. It's hard to be in character. Okay, let's do your reading. Leo, what's the energy? Make some noise in the chat. Let me see if you're here for me to do the reading. Otherwise, I won't. You say, I predicted that you'll be purchasing a property with your family's help. That's happening on 26th December. You're purchasing a land. Wow. Wow. I'm really glad to hear that. I'm really, really glad for you. Congrats. Amazing. That's what I want to hear. Leo, what's the energy for you? Reading your current situation. What's going on with you? What's going on with you? What's the energy for you? If you always thought of being famous, being, out in the public eye, you will be. I think you're going to be very famous in the future. That's how I see you. It could be that you're figuring out what to do when it comes to your work. You could be figuring out, how to be rich, how to be successful. You're going to figure out. But what you're going to be doing, I think, for the future is something artistic. It feels artistic. It also feels like it has to do with helping people. So I see you being very, famous, and I see you being very rich for the future. Some of you could be into dressing. Some of you could have to do with art, crafts, making jewelry, whatever it is. Okay. But I see you like not knowing how to get rich, not knowing where to start, not knowing what to do. And I think the spirit here is telling you whatever it is that you're going to be doing for the future that is going to make you rich is having to do with whatever you have passion for. Let's say, I don't know, you like to do cooking at home, you like to do singing, you like to dance, whatever it is, it has to do with a passion, and it's going to lead to fame for you. I also see a connection for you that's going to really bloom. Could be with a Virgo, the strong Virgo energy, and you also have water energy, as well as Pisces and fire. Okay? There's a connection that's going to really bloom, and I feel like for a lot of you, this is someone who's very selective. When you connect with them, you're going to be seeing they're very selective. They don't just eat whatever food. They don't go out with just whoever, okay, in their life. They could be very private person. They don't like to talk much. They're very like selective and picky. Even when it comes to their diet, like let's say they told you they don't like garlic. Okay, hopefully they're not a vampire, but they don't like garlic. They don't like to have certain things. They're very sensitive, okay? So I think you're connecting with someone who the way you're gonna know is they're very picky. They have a lot of options. Out of all these options, they have feelings for you and they want to have a future with you. That's how I see it. And I think this person could be very rich, to be honest with you. They could have their own business. They could be very work focused. They don't care about, sex in their life. The only thing they care about is money. So I'm getting earth energy. Virgo, Capricorn, they could have. Water, they could have. They're very emotional. They would much rather be in an emotionally fulfilling connection than just play around. Does that make sense to you? So let's see more about you. You're going to have a beautiful connection with this person, and I think it's going to be very fulfilling for you. I think for some of you, you're going to move in with them, or you're going to meet their family soon, okay? By March already, you could meet their family. Or it's a new energy that you're connecting with. You also stress a lot about people around you, especially health-wise. You stress about people. You stress about, losing people in your life. I don't know why. Thank you, Michelle. Спасибо. Thank you so much for that. You're my sweetie. I'm going to answer you, by the way, at the end because you sent me a question. Thank you so much. You keep like worrying about people's health, how they're doing. You could worry about your family members. I don't know what this is, but the spirit is saying they're going to be okay. They're going to recover. Everything's going to be fine. Okay? I don't know who this is for. For some of you, this is also talking about someone's surgery or someone's let's say somebody wants to walk again or someone's not feeling great. They're going to feel better soon. But I keep want to tell you also to not stress about this connection because it's going to grow into something more, and this person's really serious. Like, I think they don't talk much, but they feel a lot. So again, strong water and earth sign energy, okay? Fire as well they could have. And I keep feeling for you, Leo, especially if you feel like you're not getting what you want at the workplace, you're supposed to be doing something way bigger. And especially if you don't feel seen, because, Leo energy, all it has to do is with being seen. a lot of you crave for a sense of being seen in your life, especially in your career. And that's the reason why I think you should go your own way, and you should focus on something stable and independent. That's what I feel like you should do, Leo. I think you're going to be doing something, you know, on your own. And during this pathway, when you're doing this particular thing, you're going to be very much self-judging yourself. You're going to be very judgmental of who you are. But there's going to be people interested in, you know, what you have to offer, what you have to do, and your talent. So I want you to rely on what people say instead of judging yourself, okay? Especially if this is your audience. Is there any other messages for you? Any other messages for you? Somebody could get a haircut soon, or you could change something about your hair. You could be losing weight, maybe. That could be significant for you. I feel like someone's gonna get better. I don't know if there was someone here sick, or this is talking about, let's say you had worries about the connection. It will finally come together. Let's say you really love someone, but you worry if they love you back. They do love you back. And I think for a lot of you, this is someone that you're already with, you're already kind of dealing with, you know. The spirit is saying there is going to be intimacy and closeness with this person and you. So you need to get out of your head here. And someone could also be in the medical field, finance. Someone could be into design, beauty, style, okay? Those things. And maybe interior design or something they do from home. And I also feel like for some of you, a court situation is going to resolve from now up until around May to October next year. There could be a court situation resolving, or this is talking about money from the government, scholarship, or this is talking about you getting into school, okay? So that could be significant for you. That's your reading. Let's move forward. Why do I feel the need to say for some of you, you could dream a lot about the past situation, you need to let it go. And I think the reason why you keep dreaming about it could be because you still haven't healed, or you feel guilty for something. So that could make sense. You say, what language do I speak? It's very difficult. If it's very difficult, then turn the subtitles on, okay? So, and stop being important. You can turn the volume all the way down. It's not like you understand me anyway, and then put the subtitles on so you understand what I'm saying. I think you normally have a hard time understanding anyway. Even if I had a different accent, you still wouldn't understand me. So what makes a difference? What makes a difference? Let's do Virgo reading. Try to be important elsewhere, okay? Go look for, you know, someone to give you attention.
Spend enough time with you. Maybe your mother didn't spend enough time. You didn't get the type of attention from your parents. Maybe your father didn't spend enough time with you. Maybe your mother didn't spend enough time. You didn't get the type of attention from your parents.
You guys know that video? Makes me laugh. You know, next time I see someone trying to be important in front of my face, I'm going to be doing that meme. Maybe your father didn't spend enough time with you. Maybe your mother, you didn't get the attention. You know, I'm going to start doing that next time. I don't care if it's in person. I don't care if it's online. I don't care what it is. What's going to be doing? Thank you, John, for that super chat. I don't know if it's a super chat or you have a question, but it's fine. I'm going to be answering anyway at the end. Let's do Virgo. Oh, that's my favorite meme. That's like me every day. You guys know the Jacob from Twilight? You know that meme where he goes like, huh? That's how these trolls make me feel every day. I don't know if I can find it. But you know what I'm saying, right?
Hey, you know what? I have jeggings for my pelican. Wait, dude, what? Huh?
Anyway, let's do the reading. I'm trying so hard to not break character if the trolls allow. But let's do the Virgo reading. Virgo, what do we have for? Did I do Virgo or no? Virgo, what's going on with you? You say you make more money doing readings in the nude. You also sound less stupid when you shut your mouth, okay? Have you tried doing that? Have you tried shutting up? You wish, okay? You really wish. Don't play with me. It's the Russian version today, okay? I'm about to make you cry, make you go to a corner and cry about all the different traumas you had, you know, all your life. It's gonna be in flashbacks. That's how it's gonna be if I go off on you today. Virgo, what's going on with you? Reading your current situation. What's going on with you? Just blocked someone, okay? Virgo, what is your energy? Reading your current situation, let's see what's going on for you. What's the energy for you? Reading your current situation. I think you're healing. I think you're going to be more open, more social. This feels more like a prediction, so I'm going to keep it that way. You're going to be more social. You're going to be more open. I think you're healing. You know, your future looks so bright. It feels so warm. It feels so positive. And I think the reason why is because you're open to it. You could be connecting with someone. And I think this is someone who's going to be making you feel less lonely. They're here to, you know, be your partner. I think it's also someone that's going to be very extroverted, or they make you laugh. They do stupid things, you know. They do stupid things to make you laugh. They are very like lighthearted when it comes to dealing with you. So you have a very like extroverted partner coming towards you, or someone who's going to be making you laugh, doing things to make you happy. Okay? They could have water within their chart, Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, some of you. Aries, they could have strong Aries, actually. I think it's also someone who's, they're not nice usually to other people, but I think they're nice to you. It feels like I'm channeling myself for your reading, but it's like, they're nice. They're not nice to other people usually. They're very, it's kind of like Leo's reading as well. They're very selective. They would only focus on one person and give all the love to them. Okay, so fire signs are usually like that, especially Aries. It's like all the love goes to one person. They shower someone with love. I think you're dealing with someone who's going to be very focused on you, you know, and give you all the love that they have. And I think they're attractive. This is someone who gets a lot of, you know, attention, but they don't care for other energies. When they're in love, they're very loyal and they're very devoted, okay? Let's see what other messages do we have for you. You're going to be in love. And I think you're going to find your, you know, forever partner. I think also in regards to your reading, I feel like for some of you, you're going to have a raise or promotion. Or this could be in regards to your business. There's a lot of money coming towards you, and timing of it could be from now up until March, April. I think from now up until then, you're going to be having a raise or promotion, or this is talking about you being the boss, you being, you know, the leader. But watch out for someone with water in their chart: Virgo, Cancer, Aries, and Aquarius. Someone that's going to be creative, someone that's going to be, like I said, kind of blunt. It's like Aries again, you know. Aries people are blunt. They don't care what they say. They're gonna say it anyway. They're not nice to just whoever. It depends. They're sarcastic. So I might be channeling your person, I don't know. But you have a very beautiful connection. I think for a lot of you, you're going to be intimate with this person. So if you haven't, you know, had sex for decades, if you're part of the 1948 club, or even worse, if you're part of the 1918 club, all right, things are going to change for you. And I think you're going to be intimate, you know, with this person a lot more than you thought. Even if you thought you could never see yourself with someone, you always cared about their hygiene, you know, thought about even being asexual for a little while. I think that's going to change because you're actually going to be in love this time. And I think you're going to be, you know, I think you're going to be really actually freaky with this person. Based on your reading, I think you're gonna find out there's been certain kinks you have that you didn't even think there was there before. So when you become intimate with this person, you're going to see yourself differently. And I think you're going to see how kinky and how freaky you can possibly be, okay? I don't know if that makes sense, but you take it as it resonates. If you thought, let's say, if you thought that you you could do everything yourself, you know, you can be happy on your own, you don't need anyone, that will change because you will realize it's so much better to have someone do things for you and have someone please you, okay? Does that make sense? Hopefully. I don't know. So a lot of intimacy for you from now up until Christmas, January up until March. And a raise or promotion up until July or May, June, around that time. But, you know, your problem is you're very picky. You're very picky when it comes to picking the right partner. You know, it's like you don't trust anyone. But I think about this person, what's gonna draw you in is their character, their personality, and also the chemistry that you two have. Like you're gonna love how funny they are, but also how sexually you're gonna be attracted. You know, I can't believe I'm doing this reading because usually you hate everyone, you're fine being alone, you don't find anyone attractive, you always keep finding things wrong with people. But in your reading, I feel like you actually care about this person, you actually like them and you feel attracted. So that's something I've never seen before, to be honest, in a reading. So that's your reading. Let's see if there's any other messages for you. I also feel like you're going to make your family really happy. Some of you are going to be doing something with your family. Either it's a family business or it's like a house that you could be getting with your family. kind of a celebration around family, and it has to do with more money and success. I also feel like for some of you, there's a chance you could live with someone or move in with someone soon. But you could be purchasing or buying a place or a house or something like that. Something with a house, because you have the key in the house. So that could be significant for you. And timing of it, yeah, with the buying and selling commerce card. Timing of when it could happen could be from now up until around, I'd say March, April, but could be definitely next year happening, okay? That's your reading. More money for you and for your family, and also moving in with someone or having more interactions with someone that, you know, has feelings for you. Letter C, M, H, S, K, and Y could be significant, and F, okay? Let's move forward. You say, please, someone help. How does this work? You see some people donating. You basically just send a super chat. There should be like a $sign button, and when you tap onto it, you can send a super chat and ask your question. But I don't need any information about you. Some people, when they do personal readings, they be sending me their, you know, families, date of birth, passport, you know, ID, driver's license. Sometimes they send me pictures of the person they have a crush on. I don't care who your crush is or who they look like. I can tell their energy by just focusing. Okay, I don't need a picture. Oh, Sabbath, look at how handsome they are. Are we gonna end up together? I don't need to see them. I can just tell, okay? I don't need no information about their mama, their dad, their family. I don't need anything. I can just tell. You guys forget I'm psychic. Oh, I thought I would, you know, put some pictures here for you because, you know, maybe you can read the energy better. I hate that when people say that. What do you even mean? You think by looking at their the face, their not even symmetrical face, I can read them better? How does that work? Anyway. Instead of reading, I'm going to be, you know, focusing on what needs to be changed about their face and if they have to start going to the gym and why they have, you know, anyway, I'm not gonna get into it. But you know what I'm saying. I don't need a picture. Or, oh, this is my you know, astrological birth chart. I don't care about your birth chart, okay? I can read you. I can read about your past, your future, you know, who you're gonna be when you know, are reborn. I don't need any information. Stop sending me stuff. Let's do Libra. I'm really behind in the readings and you haven't liked this video. You better like. You know what? You need to start hitting the like button when the reading is over. I don't understand why the amount of likes are low. Okay, you watch the reading, you like it, and that's it. You need to hit the like button right now in case you forgot. Okay? It's cold. It's really cold here. Thank you, Lily. You say I have many personalities. That's why nobody ever gets bored of me. Okay? You say how to like the live stream multiple times to add more likes. You sent it to your mama, you sent it to your siblings. Okay, you tell them to like this video, you share the live. Okay, that's how. You send it to people that you know of. You know, all I need right now is a cigarette after reading all these dumb questions. All I need is to smoke a little bit to cool down. You could see me like doing, you know. I actually have something similar somewhere. It's not cigarette, it's just, you know, sage or whatever. But this is how these dumb questions make me feel. Stop asking me, do I snore in my sleep? Am I ticklish? Do I have a boyfriend? Am I pregnant? You must be out of your mind, okay? Clearly. You say some breeders literally smoke cigarettes. It's understandable if they do, you know, after all the pressure. It's totally understandable why they do what they do. But I don't smoke.
You say some breeders
Oh.
literally smoke cigarettes.
I can hear myself. Wow. You ask me, you know, where I'm from. Where are you from? You look like Jesus Christ himself. You need to be an actor. I'm not even joking. Okay? You asking me where I'm from. Where are you from? The Bible? You need to become an actor. Okay? Whoever you're too good to be a troll. You know, the last thing is a Jesus lookalike be trying to flirt with me in the comments. That's the last thing. Okay? Maybe he's attracted to my accents, you know, maybe that's what he, you know, drew him in. He kind of felt a familiarity when he listened to my accent. It's like, where are you from? What is that accent? Okay, let's do reading. We're wasting time. Let's do the leave reading and see. I have to leave soon. So then don't send any more questions because I have to leave, okay? Don't send any more questions to me, please. I don't know how I feel about the light being off. And I'm starting to feel hungry, to be honest with you. I need to eat something probably. Libra, what is the energy for you? What's going on? Let's do the readings quickly. I don't have time. Don't send any more questions, please, too. Thank you. Libra, reading your current situation. Let's see for how long I can stay in character. Do I have tattoos? No, I don't like tattoos. Waste of money, waste of time. But, you know, if you're into it, do it. I just don't find it attractive either. What I want to see if you know, you can fight. That's attractive. Tattoos, everybody can have. I meant as a man. Reading your current situation. Reading your current situation. A lot of money, okay? A lot of money. Oh my gosh, you're going to be very, you know, rich. You're going to be rich. And I think for some of you, especially if you've been unemployed, if you got kicked out, for some of you, this could be talking about if you just left the job, you're going to be so rich. You're going to be rich, okay? And you know my predictions come through. I think for some of you, you've been looking for a job, or there's a chance that you've been, you know, trying to find a way to earn more money. You will. And I think timing of when it could happen could be from now up until about May. You're going to be seeing there's so much money, and there's so much that you're going to be saving up. There's so much that you're going to be saving up money. I think for some of you also, I see you walking away from a situation because you feel like, you know, you are worth more than that. I don't know if there was a situation where you felt breadcrumbed, someone was breadcrumbing you, not giving you what you wanted, someone juggled you, someone two-timed you, okay? And I think you're gonna finally have enough self-respect to walk away from whatever this was. I think whoever you dealt with, they kind of like texted you whenever they wanted, they called whenever they wanted. They always kept you questioning when are they gonna text you, when are they gonna see you. So I think you're going to move on from whoever this idiot is, okay? I don't like the energy. It feels like they don't even know what they're doing in their life, okay? And could be someone that's financially also not doing well or broke. That's even worse, okay? Pick a struggle. See more. You're going to be so famous and so rich, like so successful. Look at this. I think it's going to be to the point where like other people are gonna start to notice for you. I think for some of you, like people from the old job could be contacting you to see where you are, or people from the past could be seeing how rich you're going to be. Even you could be noticing people from the past could be coming to apologize to you, to want to be with you. I think you're worth way more. Okay, and I think for some of you, you're gonna lose interest because you're gonna see someone for exactly who they are. You know how sometimes, at least I see it that way, when you're intimate with someone, you see them way better than they are. When you have sex with someone as a woman or whatever, you think they're like this holy, almighty person when they're not. So I think for some of you, it's like a person loses their shininess, or you're going to just not see it anymore because you stopped being with them. But in your reading, I see you getting very rich, and I see something new coming towards you. I heard a cruise. You could be going on a cruise or traveling. But I see you putting an end to a situation that you just feel like is off. Like someone that is a player or, you know, talks to other people or whatever. I think for some of you, they barely make time for you too. They barely make time. Or they just make excuses. You deserve better than this, whatever this is, okay? But what I am seeing is financially, you're going to be very focused on your work, and there's going to be a lot of money for you. And I also see a family and a marriage in your future, but it's with someone else, to be honest with you. Is there any other messages? Your time will come, but I keep wanting to tell you that your next person that you're going to connect with, they could have air within their chart, could be an Aries, could be a Gemini, Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces, okay? But it is someone who's going to be taking their time to get to know you. And I think for some of you, it's a new energy, okay? Timing of when you could connect with them could be from now up until around May, June. But I feel the need to tell you, you know, if someone calls you from the past or wants to reconnect with you, I keep wanting to tell you to just look at their intentions and see whether, you know, those intentions are real. Because in your reading, it's showing up as like someone who wants to be intimate with you and wants to be sexual with you, and that's it. You know, they were never serious. Is there any other messages for you? Is there any other messages for you? You're going to be doing great in school. In case you're in school, you're going to be doing great. I also feel like for some of you by July, August, you're going to be seeing that you've passed exams, you're graduating, you're doing so well for yourself. The person you could be dealing with could be Leo, Cancer, Virgo, or the signs I told you. Like I said, love could be taking a little while to come towards you. And I think the sooner you realize you deserve more and the sooner you put yourself out there, the better it gets for you. Okay? But I don't know, someone was flaky. In your reading, you got the plan and the theft. Like they didn't plan things, they were too lazy, they kept making excuses, they stood you up when it comes to dating you. Okay, what an idiot. I don't know what to say about this energy, but whoever it was, they weren't serious. Okay, and I think you kept giving them chances, or you were like, you know what, okay. You kept dealing with them, you kept entertaining them when you shouldn't have. And I keep want to tell you there's something better, okay? But heavy success energy that's fated for you. And I think for some of you, there's also a chance that you're going to be hearing from a water sign, or they're going to be, you know, reaching out to you. But you could be also in the news, like you're going to be in a competition, like winning something or awards or promotions coming through. So that's what I heard. As I said, as soon as I said that, elevation, which is, you know, like winning awards. Like you're going to be chosen at work. That's your reading. I don't have much to say. But I keep want to tell you, make sure, you know, someone has more to offer you than just, you know, intimacy, and that they're actually spending time to see you. And stop being breadcrumbed in a situation. I don't know what this is, but there's something way better for you this time. And I think the spirit wants for you to date more people or be open to more people, because you're gonna see other people treating you better once you're open to it. Let's do Scorpio and see what the energy is. I'm getting a headache from this reading, okay? How can people be breadcrumbed when it's 2025? I mean, almost 2026. I need to have coffee after this reading. You say Arlov is your cousin. That was my last boyfriend, right? I don't think if I would ever be with a person named Arlov. I don't know where you pulled that name from. Probably from your butt. But no. And by the way, I don't switch boyfriends. If I'm with someone, I'm already on the path to marriage, okay? I'm not going to be having boyfriends, having this person, having that. It's on the path to marriage, baby. I'm not kidding around. I'm Russian Persian, so there's no kidding around. Arlov sounds like a disease. Okay, I don't know. That doesn't sound like a real name. Did you hit the like button? I'm going to wait for you to hit the like button so that we can do the next reading. You say you're blessed because your partner is amazing and you don't want to be with anyone apart from them. That's the whole point, you know. The whole point of being with one person is, you know, you don't have to go through struggles to date. And you don't have to meet people and give them a time of day. You're like, okay, you know what? I can finally focus on my career. I can finally focus on raising kids. I don't need to worry about dating and asking if this person is even serious. You know, that's the whole point. He said, can you buy Gosha catnip for his birthday? You definitely can. I will add some stuff today to the wish list. But you can buy things for me too, you know. I will add it. I already have, you know, catnip that I bought for him. I got lots of food for him, but you can add more stuff. I'm going to get coffee. So you stay here and I will go and get coffee and I will be back. Because these readings, you know, I'm getting a headache. I don't know how Sabbath does this every day, to be honest with you. I could never do this every day. I think I'd need to sleep for like the whole month to just recover from these readings. It's too much. You say Gosha loves toys. He does have a lot of toys, but he's too mature for toys. I don't know. I think it's because he's Russian Canadian, but I don't know. He doesn't really like toys. He has a lot of them, but he doesn't really like to play. He most likely likes to, you know, cuddle. He likes to sleep. He likes to, you know, bully the other cat. We have another cat, and he usually is bullying the other cat, usually at the door. You know, if you hear some like noises, he's a bully. He likes to, you know, kind of show how territorial he is. But that's it. He doesn't really like to, you know, play or whatever. I'm going to be back with coffee, so stay here. And I appreciate you for waiting. I need to put on something because I'm really cold. I'm going to be back. Stay here and we will see what's going on with you, okay? We're going to do Scorpio next. Okay. I am back. So sorry that, I took my time because... And where's my scarf? Give me 1 second. Блин, я ж забыла. Anyway, sorry. So I had to feed the cat. And my own cat, so, I was busy. But let's do Scorpio and see what the energy is for you. Today is a busy day. Let's do your reading. I don't know if I have to get out of character or not. I'm starting to feel like I should. Oh, great. Amazing. Last thing I want is lipstick on my teeth. Okay. Let's do your reading. I first need to have chocolate. I got this as a gift. So, I should probably sponsor them, or they should sponsor me, But, let's do your reading. Give me 1 second. Okay. Let's do your reading. I'm ready to get the reading started for what sign? Scorpio. I think I look like a Russian cowboy with the scarf, but who cares? Scorpio, what's the energy? And no, we are not on Leo. Leo has already been done, okay? So stop putting random signs that you have in your chart in the chat, because I already read for you. Your reading has already been done. Scorpio, what's the energy for you? Reading your current situation. Let's see in regards to your situation. Let's tap onto your miserable life as usual, okay? Nothing seems to be changing. I know. You don't have to tell me. Let's see what's going on with you. Reading your current situation. What's going on with you? What do you need to know right now? What's going on? Even Gosha's like, yeah. Nothing seems to change. Birthday boy. С днем рождения тебя. С днем рождения тебя. That is a Russian happy birthday song. But anyway. Reading your current situation. What is the energy for you? Say I look scary, that's good. I want you to be scared. If you're a troll, I'm happy that I look scary to you, okay? I wish you'd just disappear. I think for you, I see definitely the energy of traveling or moving, okay? And timing of it definitely could be from now up until summertime that I see you move. I think you're going to be moving. I see you traveling. And I feel like you're going to be very happy about this move, okay? So if you've been feeling like things are on hold, if you feel like, you know, nothing seems to change, finally I see a move. This could even be talking about immigration, you know, going on a trip that you've been like trying to plan for a very long time. I think it's going to be happening. Some of you, this is also talking about, like, let's say if you've been looking for a job opportunity and you've been, uh, you know, you've been applying, you've been, you know, getting job offers and you've been applying, trying to get a job. I definitely feel like from now up until about the next 3 weeks, especially from now up until January, you're going to be having a new job offer, okay? Especially if you're applying. I see that happen for you. Let's tap onto love and see what's going on. I feel like some of you could be signing up for a dating app. What is that app called again? Bumble, or where you meet the bums, the Bumble? I mean, by all means, if you're getting on an app, that's a good improvement, okay? It's better to be just isolated in your room and never meet anyone. Okay, so we're going to tap onto your situation and see what's going on. I think you're going to be meeting different people, but some of you, in case you're far from someone, if you're dating someone right now but you're far, they could be coming to see you. You say Bumble to meet bums. I just thought about that right now. I thought it rhymed, okay? So maybe they were trying to, you know, put a pun there. There was a pun intended, you know, name. Anyway, I think for some of you, in case you're dating someone right now or you're connecting with someone, you're going to be, it's going to be turning into something more serious. I also feel like the person you're dealing with, they could really be shy, or there's a chance that they could, I don't know, it's like they really take things slow, and I think you don't like that. For some of you, I do feel like there's no love in case you're, you know, single, especially could be from an earth sign. I'm seeing an earth sign or a water sign here, and a Leo. So fire, earth, and water. Yeah. The spirit is saying for those of you that are single and you're dating, you know, keep your options open and don't settle for people that, you know, can't financially take care of you or even take you out on a date. Okay? Or treat you nice. Stay away from people that can't respect your boundaries or standards or meet them. I do feel though you're connecting with someone who's gonna be taking things very patiently, is going to treat you very patiently. And I think they're going to be a little bit shy, whoever you're connecting with. It's like when you connect with them, they're going to take things very slow. You know, it's like they move like a turtle. It's like you're going to be asking yourself, what is this person gonna ask me to be in a relationship? You know, they don't maybe make the first moves when it comes to, you know, kissing and whatever. But I do feel like could be someone who's very rich, okay? But their energy is showing up as a Leo, earth sign you could be connecting with. And in case you two are far away from each other, it's someone who wants to like travel to you. They have plans to travel to you, and that's their next actions. Okay, so there will be traveling, there will be the physical closeness, or this is talking about this person will finally, you know, decide that they want to offer you a relationship. What is the outcome and what is happening for you? Why do I feel the need to tell you, for some of you, to let go of a connection that you've been waiting on? Some of you might have connected with someone briefly, but yet you wait on them. It probably was a very brief connection. I feel the need to tell you to stop being so delulu about that connection, okay? It could be that you had a connection, now you're not talking to that person anymore. I think for some of you, that person probably, you know, made excuses, or maybe they never really, you know, pursued you the way you wanted. They were inconsistent. You need to let that connection go. Okay? Let's see more about your situation. I'm telling you, there's either a new person that you're going to be connecting with, or someone that's going to be way more patient with you and the things that you want. So why do I feel the need to say, like, stop giving your energy to a past person? Especially if all they could offer was for a short time, or, you know, they were not looking for anything long term. I feel the need to say, like, put the past behind. And could also be someone that was involved, like they were involved, maybe they even told you, or there's a chance that they made it clear to you that they didn't want anything serious. Okay, you have to be stupid enough to wait for a person like this. I'm telling you, you have to be stupid enough to waste your time like that. Is there any other messages for you? You know, next year is going to be full of travels for you. It's going to be you even moving to a whole new country, a whole new city. For some of you, it's also showing up as you being close to your family members. Could be a daughter, could be maybe there's going to be a kid, a daughter in your future. That's very specific. Or this is talking about just being close to people that you love spending time with, maybe a friend, you know, a female friend. But it feels to be very, very fulfilling for you, this move or this travel. But the spirit is saying, don't, you know, hesitate, stop waiting on the person, or don't compare them, you know. If you're dating, keep your options open, but you will connect with someone very patient. Again, Earth and Leo. Those two are very significant in your reading. It's like you miss someone from the past, or you keep thinking they're gonna return. That's the reason why you wait. So I'm telling you, it's way better to connect with other people while you're waiting, okay? That way you're not wasting your time. Any other messages do we have for you? Any other messages do we have for you? Can I tell you something? You got love bombed. That's what happened. Because you have the gift, the disease, and the passion. Someone here love bombed you clearly. Or maybe you got intimate with them, you know. It feels to me like someone gave you a lot of attention in a short amount of time, and that's what you fell for. And I don't like this energy, because I feel like you kind of want an explanation still from this person. I think it's time to move on. Okay? Another message I see for some of you is happiness around your career and celebration around the court situation. I also feel the need to say there could be like a birthday, there could be around Christmas, you're going to be invited somewhere. Especially a lover could be inviting you, or your family, okay? But there's going to be a lot of laughter, and I see you connecting with friends, with family members, having fun, okay? For Christmas onwards. But the new year seems to be full of joy, abundance, and a very stable partner. And if you only were to open your eyes and see, you know, this reading is very similar to the reading I did. I believe it was either Cancers, or I don't know who it was. I think it was Cancers. So it might, you know, resonate with you, that reading as well. But something way better here is, and you know, stars written for you. So that's important for you. I also feel like some of you are going to be buying a place or selling a place, or there's a chance that you're going to be, you know, going somewhere for vacation. But there seems to be, you know, a trip. Either it's a trip or it's an actual, you know, move. And timing of it could be around from now up until August that it's happening, but spring, summer, and time, you know, when it's happening for you. So that's the energy. You say this is a demon. Well, your mom isn't here, okay? So there's no demons in here. I don't know where your mama is, but she's not here, so we don't have a demon today with us. Let's do the next reading. Is there anything else? I think that was pretty much it, but yeah, that's it. That's your reading. You say last stream was pure American accent. You're not a regular viewer. Then become a regular viewer so you understand what's happening even on this channel, okay? You say she has an alter ego. Since when are you all psychologists in the chat, okay? You'll be diagnosing me when I didn't even ask for it, okay? You need to find a real job and leave me alone. Give me 1 second. Okay. Let's do Sagittarius and see what's going on. You say Subota kicking some ass. I'm always kicking ass, okay? Always. I don't take breaks. You say hopefully that's all not borderline personality disorder. You know, if only you, all the importance and all the attention you give me, you were to put in your own life and get an actual job, that way I would really be proud of you. If you seem to care so much about me having, you know, a health problem, the same energy you could channel it to get a real job so that you're not broke anymore, trolling on this channel. Okay, let's do the next reading. We're gonna do Sagittarius next. Did you hit the like button or what? Let me see. It's very cloudy outside. I don't know why. Let's do Sagittarius and see what's going on with you. Sagittarius, what is the energy for you? Oh, I have to clean up my cats. Give me 1 second. I will be right back, okay? 1 second. Okay, let's do your reading. Let's see what's going on with you. Sagittarius, what's the energy? You say, who says I'm broke and I haven't got a job? I can tell by your attitude. How mad you are, how much jealousy you have for somebody that you don't even know online. That's how. I know you're miserable. Using the neighbor's Wi-Fi, looking like who did it and why. Okay. You can't even afford, Christmas gifts when Christmas is coming up. That's how. Let's do Sagittarius's reading. You say mean people are miserable. Yes. You say I'm always being mean to people instead of just reading. You know, you can log off. You can log off and never come back. I wish you'd just do that and leave me alone. You be acting like you pay for my rent. Do you pay for my rent? If you don't, then shut up and sit down, okay? You don't get to have an opinion. I'm not listening to someone who isn't paying me. And I'm not being mean. I only be mean to people that are mean to me. Let's do Sagittarius and see what's going on with you. Reading your current situation, what's going on? Happy birthday to all the Sagittariuses. Gosh is a Sagittarius, so we're having a birthday party for him today. Let's see what is happening for you. Reading your current situation, what's going on with you, and what you need to know. You have commitment in your reading. You have marriage in your reading. You have commitment. You have, you have a beautiful connection that's going to be really going far for you. I don't know if you're dating someone right now or you're meeting someone, but this definitely is marriage potential. I think for some of you could be connecting with a Virgo, a Taurus, a Capricorn. You could be connecting with someone with Aries, Earth, or Fire within their chart. There's a person you're reading that really wants to commit to you, wants to marry you, wants to be with you. And I think for a lot of you, you already know who this person is. I think for some of you already could be dating them or seeing them, They could be really attracted to you for some of you. I feel like for some of you could know them at work. If you don't, maybe this is just talking about them being very hardworking, or they could, very focused on their work more than anything else. I also see them really being attached, like the way you're gonna know who this is. They love to constantly be talking to you. They like to know where you are. I think at times you feel like, they're very like possessive or territorial about you. Like they, they care too much about you. That's how you're gonna know who this is. But we're gonna tap onto it more. Who's this person? What's going on? I think you have a very big offer coming through in regards to your love life, and I think timing of it is definitely showing up very soon. Like within the next 3 weeks to 3 months, there could be a proposal for you, or you're going to be asked to be in a relationship or marriage or whatever this may be. Okay, so something very fast is happening for you. And I think for some of you, it's like you know it, you've been feeling that it's coming, and it will come. Okay, it will come through. Virgo, Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. So strong energies is Earth very strong and water as well. I think for some of you, this person could also be financially very stable, or they have plans to, let's say, buy a house with you, do things with you, pay for things. I don't know. And it's someone very emotional. Okay, so in the reading, you're showing up dealing with someone who cares a lot about what you say, what you do. And if they sometimes are like territorial, or if they get angry, it's because they get, they care too much about you. I don't know who this is. Someone could also have a pet or could be getting a pet soon. Maybe for some of you, you're getting a pet for Christmas time. Some that could be significant, doesn't have to be. Let's see if there's any other messages for you. Some of you could, I don't know if you have a toxic mom or your mother could be kind of toxic, or it's like you want to not deal with someone because of how toxic they are. And your reading, you're showing up needing to have boundaries with someone and needing to, you know, not please anyone. If you don't want to deal with anyone, don't deal with anyone. Why are you always constantly, you know, in their face? I think your message is to not cut someone off, but to not deal with something that keeps hurting you. I don't know if it's a person, a situation, you know, it's like you feel judged by someone. You feel like someone cannot understand what you're saying. So it could be family or could be a mother or someone that you just feel judged by, you know? Let's see if there's any other messages coming through for you. Someone could be Arabic or Middle Eastern or from a different background than you. We'll see what the energy is for you. I also feel like your business is going to be really, really like going far. I think for some of you, the reason why you got laid off or you stopped working is because you're meant to be doing something independent. And I think in the future, I see you being the leader. I see you doing something all independently instead of working for someone. So in the future, I feel like you're going to be doing something all on your own or having a lot of money on your own. There also could be a man who really wants to help you, who's older than you, okay? Or there could be an older man coming towards you to, you know, offer you that position or collaborate with you. But you have a lot of male energy in your reading, like people that want to help you, be there for you. Is there anything else for you? Someone thinks you're very abundant and, you know, it's like they get nervous around you or something like that. Yeah, don't... If you feel like a particular like environment is toxic for you, it's time to get out and you don't belong here, okay, in this toxic environment. I feel like a lot of things will change for you. Either it's work or it's home. But already I feel like for the new year, especially by June, you're going to be in a totally different, you know, position. And I think if you're not happy with your life and if you're not happy with your work, certain things in your life, and you feel like you should be way, you know, ahead, you will be, okay? That's the energy. You just need to give yourself time for everything to, you know, come through and inspire for you. Not inspire, to come through, basically. There's another word for it, but I can't remember. Is there any other messages for you? Transpire, there you go. Is there any other messages for you? There could be flirting going on with someone that is online or you know online, okay? I also feel like there's a lot of intimacy coming through. I think for some of you, you're going to be very intimate with someone, and it's very similar to Capricorn's reading. I think you're going to be not having enough of intimacy. Once you're with someone, you're going to be an addict, okay, when it comes to them. And I think you're going to just go crazy. You're going to be, you know, very like addicted to this person. Like they're going to be addicted to you. And it could be vice versa, right? But I just feel like there's a lot of sex coming through in your life, okay? So, you know, I'm not surprised because you're a Sag, but in general, I feel like it's going to be way too much. Like you're going to feel like, okay, is this even healthy? Like you're going to ask yourself, is it okay to be horny, you know, 24/7 just because you have feelings for someone? I think you're going to be like, yeah, like asking yourself those questions, and I think it's totally normal. I think you should just enjoy it, and I think it's because you have great chemistry with someone and you can't get enough of it. So I think it's very healing, okay? So that's the energy for you. I don't see anything. Yeah, I also feel like for some of you, there could be a court situation in regards to your work that, sorry, not work, could be work or family related, that it will resolve by Libra season next year. I also feel the need to say, watch out for relatives. There could be certain relatives that want to ask for money from you, okay? Doesn't mean you should give them, especially if these are like people that you barely talk to, you barely see. Because I feel like for some of you, there could be certain people that like stalk you or wonder where you are, like out of nowhere, they just reach out to you, they try to, you know, reconnect. If somebody's asking for money and you don't even know them or you barely even connect with them, don't give your money away, okay? I don't know why I feel the need to say that. Because there's a high chance they could not pay you back, or, you know, they're feeling like you're very wealthy, so you shouldn't care about it or something like that. So that's your reading. I feel like a lot of wealth, especially for those of you that are into art, performing art. For some of you could be beauty. You could have your own salon. You could be into style, design. You're going to be really out there. And some of you also, you need to stop having too much coffee, okay? You have way too much coffee. Like you barely even eat anything is what the spirit is saying. So be careful. That's your reading. That's your reading. Because I feel like maybe it affects your mood, you know, when you have too much of something. Well, let's move forward to do Capricorn and see what the energy is for you. What sign are we on? I don't even remember. I think it's fun to do, you know, different personalities. I think it's better this way. Oh, thank you, Thomas. Thank you so much. С днем рождения, Гоша. Happy birthday to Gosha. Спасибо тебе еще. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. Thank you, Thomas, my sweetie. You said to the one person who said, is it hard to make up stories? The troll, it's really hard to say anything nice about you, okay? It's hard to have anything, any compliments to give to you because it's just, wow. Okay? With the way your head is shaped, I think, you know, the birds could easily have a nest on it, okay? I don't have any, it's very hard. You say you're handsome, aren't you? Only if I had the confidence that you do, okay? I don't know where I'd be. I'd probably be in Hollywood by now if I had the same level of audacity and confidence as you. Thank you, Thomas, for the super chat. I appreciate you, my sweetie. Thank you again. Let's do Capricorn and see what the energy is. Let's do Capricorn and see what the energy is. I'm so tired of the trolls. Okay. Okay. Capricorn, what is the energy for you? You say you feel like people write shit so you can roast them. No, totally. I think so too. I think they never had someone that, you know, deeply made them feel important. So they have to get it from strangers online that, you know, read tarot, weirdly enough. let's do Capricorn. I think you like it when I go off on people. I don't know. I think my audience really enjoy it because they understand how rude people are to me, at times. So Capricorn, what is the energy for you? Capricorn, what is the energy when it's happening for you? Someone's going to be reaching out to you. You could have someone who wants to, make an offer to you. And I feel like for a lot of you, it's someone that, like, you are going to be reconnecting with. I think for some of you, there's a chance that you're going to be reconnecting with someone. They're going to be, expressing to you in regards to the way they feel. You have a person who's going to be confessing their feelings to you, and I think it's most likely from the past. It's the one that has been quiet, that hasn't been saying anything towards you, that's going to be coming towards you. And it could be a, blonde person, or they could have their own business. Could be someone that you worked with at a certain point, or, you were kind of like seeing. I also see a new job offer for you, okay? So in case you've been wanting to change your job, I feel like you're going to be intuitively like drawn to do something else or to look for something new. In case that's you, I see a new particular job offer coming towards you, and timing of it could be from now up until around June, okay? So summertime. Let's see more about you. I think you're going to be hearing from a past person. I think it's someone you've been stuck on, believe it or not. I think it's you've been stuck on them. You've been wondering what happened, or, what's going on, Capricorn. I feel like they're going to be reaching out to you, and timing of it could be from now up until around the end of this year. By January, you're already showing up, like reconnecting with someone, dealing with them. And I also think for some of you, there's a move, or there's a chance you could be changing your job environment, like you could be going to work somewhere else. This move could also be to somewhere way more like peaceful. Could be a place near water, or with like kinder like neighborhood. I don't know where this is, but if you felt like your like neighborhood was ghetto, or like people you didn't like living there, I think there could be a move, or this could be your workplace. But we're gonna see. Scorpio energy, Virgo, fire could be significant for you. Reading your current situation, what's going on with you? Did you hit the like button? Make sure you hit the like button. I think you're going to change jobs. And I think for some of you, you've been wanting to do it already for a long time, and finally you will get to do it. Timing of it again is showing up from February all the way to June. I also see if there's a person you really missed, you're going to be reconnecting with them. I don't know who this is. Maybe it's someone you haven't seen, let's say, that you're dealing with. You're going to see them, hear from them. You're going to spend time with them. Heavy fire energy. You have Gemini, Virgo, Aries, Libra as well. Someone could also be born in summer as well, okay? I also feel like if there's a family member that you don't want to be away from, you're going to be seeing them soon, or they're going to be close to you, or they're going to be living close to you. Something here about a family member that you worry about living close to you, or you going to see them, or you being close to them. It's like you don't have to worry about being far, okay? And your car might stop working at a certain point, or it's like you have to repair it or something like that. Some of you, a car might be stopping to work, or something around the house might stop working. So be careful, or, like prevent it maybe from happening. I don't know what that's trying to say, but that's what I saw. Anything else you want to tell me? They check up on you, and I think whoever this person is that wants to reconnect, they kind of wait to see what you're doing. I think you're gonna talk to them. I think they hold back from you. I also feel like, you know, ever since you two maybe haven't been talking, they've been just focusing on their work. They also feel like you don't care at all. Like, it's the type of person who listens to sad music, you know, and they cry over you and things like that. It's very dramatic, you know. So that makes me think like they've had feelings for you that you don't know about. Is there any other messages for you? Maybe it's the songs that you shared, you know, but it's very specific. Any other messages for you? Some of you are going to be very rich after you graduate, or just talking about like you passing exams. So that will be happening, passing exams energy, in case there's one. I also see you paying off debts, especially if you have mortgage or if you have something that you need to pay off, you will be paying it off, especially if you're, you know, tired, or if you feel like you can't pay something fully. I feel like you have help, you have support, and you will pay it off. Okay? But I keep seeing you move either by March, April, Aries season, you could be moving. But the place, it feels rich, it feels near water, it feels like coastal, it feels like you feel closer to the community there, or you like the community, that you feel like people are more kind or peaceful. Okay? So that's the energy that I saw. Aries, Cancer could be significant. But if you want to sell a place or buy a place, the spirit here is telling you wait a little bit, at least wait till spring. Okay? So that might resonate with you. Or the spirit is saying maybe you need to save, you know, up before that happens, or you need to make sure you pay something off on time. So that's your reading. That is your reading. Maybe by Virgo season or Leo season, July, August, you could be already, you know, negotiating or buying or selling something, but at the right time. But definitely I see a lot of intimacy for you with someone that holds back from you, and I think you're gonna finally talk to them. Okay? They could have a best friend that like they talk to about you. They could be like a Virgo or Leo, the best friend, or Taurus. There's a best friend that they have that they talk to. Even they could be a family member, but a best friend. Let's move forward to do Aquarius and see what wants to come through. I think I already told you no more questions because I really have to go today, okay? I have places to be today, so I can't be here to just answer questions the whole time. And hit the like button in case you haven't, okay? Because I know some of you keep watching and, you know, it resonates with you, but then yet you forget to like. So, like, hit the like button. Keep it A1 Han. Thank you so much. You say your favorite tarot reader. You say any plans for Christmas? I need to buy gifts for Christmas. I have a lot of shopping to do. I have to put the wish list together for, you know, people that want to buy me gifts, because some of you have been reaching out to me, telling me, you know, put whatever you want for Christmas. So I have to sort that out as well. But hopefully a trip. I would love to go on a trip, you know? Trip would be nice. Let's do Aquarius and see what the energy is. Some of you could be sick, or you could be feeling like under the weather, Aquarius. I don't know why I heard that. If you're feeling under the weather, like, it's showing you because you're going to be entering a new space full of like movement. Like maybe some of you have a move coming up. Maybe there's a chance you could be like moving on from something. If you're sick, don't worry, because you're going to get better soon, okay? Aquarius, what's the energy for you? Reading your current situation, what's going on with you? Maybe it's better this way, you know, when I just do back-to-back readings before, without necessarily chatting. I think it's good. That way you maybe like it more, I don't know. I'm going to tell you something crazy. So, I think there could be a person that you're still hung up on, and I think they're hung up on you too. Could be a fire sign. There's a person that you're hung up on that you feel really sexually attracted to. Okay, I don't know who this is. I just heard Hercules. Okay, so maybe they look very like fit, maybe they're bulky, maybe they're muscular. Why would I hear Hercules? I don't know who you're dealing with. But for some of you, whoever this is, you're sexually very attracted to them and you want to reach out to them or you want to reconnect with them. And I don't know, there's something about you being thirsty for this person and vice versa. I think they feel the same way. Could be a fire sign, could be a Cancer, could be a water fire sign that you're dealing with. I think you might have had an ending with this person. And I think you might have cut them off. You know how Aquarius is, when they have feelings, they just cut you off. When they like you, they're like, you know what, this is not working. Because why do I even like you? And they just leave you. I think it's a situation where you cut them off or you didn't give them an explanation. They still think about you though. And I think for a lot of you, this person is going to be coming back into your life or reconnecting with you at least. And timing of it is going to be around February, from now until then. It is someone who feels exactly the same way with you, but I think at a certain point, like, you cut them off or something happened. Reading your current situation, what's going on? Gosha? Reading your current situation, what's the energy for you? Come here. I feel like you're going to be having, you know, a new connection as well. I think by the time you could have someone come back into your life, you're going to connect with someone new. And I think for some of you, when you do connect with this new person, you're not going to want to go back anymore because there's some red flags that are going to be shown to you. So I don't know what happened in that past connection. I can tap onto it, but I feel like you're going to be, I don't know, having a new connection as well with someone. Okay? So we can tap onto everything, but heavy Scorpio energy, Cancer is showing up in your reading. You know, I feel like there's two people in your reading. So two people could want you at the same time. One could be earth or fire or water. So 3 or 2. You got many options in your reading. But I have a sense that what happened in the past? Let me just see. I think one of you really wanted to commit while the other person wasn't committal. That's what the problem was. Or maybe one person didn't move on from a past person when you dealt with them, or vice versa. I just feel like at a certain point something didn't work out. But that connection could be coming back around because someone maybe have healed or have, you know, changed. So you might reconnect with someone. But I feel the need to say, you again have reconciliation. You could be also connecting with someone that is gonna be committal towards you, coming towards you. And they could be very rich, okay? This could be someone who makes a lot of good money or they like to spend on you, okay? Could be someone who also is very logical, you know? Like the way, how do I put this? Like they're very logical and they could show their like romantic side through spending on you, buying gifts for you, or through their actions. It's like they're not really, they don't talk too much about, you know, having feelings for you. Sounds like my type, okay? I want someone to just not say anything and just buy things for me and just do things for me instead of just running their mouths like it's the end of the world. Let's see what else. For some of you, I also feel like if there's been people that are, you know, bringing you down at the workplace, I think the spirit is saying don't care about it because soon enough you're going to be changing your career or there's a chance you're going to be having a new position coming in, okay? And timing of it could be by January. But you might start to do something in a different environment. It feels to be like something you could be doing from home where you're not really interacting with anyone. This is such a good reading, okay? Imagine doing a job when you don't have to deal with no one and you just do your work. So if that makes sense, it makes sense. Could be for some of you IT, could be technology, could be writing, could be art. I don't know. It feels like you're not dealing with anyone when you're doing your work. Maybe this is talking about you having your own space, you know. But whatever kind of toxicity you're dealing with, it's not going to be permanent and you're going to come out of this energy, okay? Is there any other messages for you? Is there any other messages for you? You're going to be connecting with, yeah, new energy. And I also feel like for some of you, stop running away from love, from true love. Like, this is very much like Cancer's reading. Like, stop pushing away the people that have feelings for you, want to be with you for the wrong people. This is also talking about you feeling like a connection is unrequited, and that's why you need to stop investing or entertaining it, you know? I don't know, again, if somebody didn't give you what you want or were not committal, but in your reading, you're showing up leaving a situation that feels unrequited, you know? But I also feel like for some of you, your friend could be getting pregnant, or you could hear that a friend of yours is getting pregnant, or someone around you. Maybe this is also talking about you connecting with new friends or new people. Okay? But there's the person that brings you peace, and I think you should focus on that. I think you should focus on the people that bring you peace instead of bring you drama, or like they don't bring you anything at all. I don't know why I think of, Hercules again. I don't know if it was the Sag reading or your reading or Capricorns, but for some of you, could deal with someone maybe blonde. You could connect with someone who's very much your type. But there's something here about don't fall for lust, but fall for people that truly, you know, want to give you everything, because that's what true love is. They want to give you everything they can. So that might make sense. But I'm visualizing a swan, and swans, have to do with monogamy, someone who's loyal, who's dedicated to you, someone who doesn't play games. So a very peaceful connection on the horizon. And they could have water as well as earth within their chart. So that's your reading. Let's move forward to do Pisces. Okay, someone could have letters G, E, N, H, C, as well as M and T within their name, and W, okay? Let's do Pisces and see what the energy is for you. Let's do Pisces. Are we ready? Did you hit the like button? And don't send any more questions, please, because I'm pretty much done. After the reading, I'm going to be answering all the questions, but don't send any more. I think I have enough questions. Are we ready to do Pisces? Gosha's the Pisces moon, actually. So he's still joining us for the Pisces reading too, right? Let's see, for Pisces, what's the energy? Pisces reading your current situation. What's going on with you? Pisces, what's the energy for you? I don't know if you feel like crying. Some of you might have been crying, or you might have been not feeling well. Maybe you feel under the weather, or you just feel like you want to cry. I feel the need, whatever you're crying about, it will resolve, or you need to stop, being so negative about things. I don't know. Maybe you're in your head about things, or you're negative about outcome. Like you fear something from happening, or you have a bad energy. I don't know why you feel like in your head. Let's see what is happening in your reading. Some of you need to stop an addiction, like especially if it's drinking, like stop an addiction. Do things in moderation. I don't know what this is, but it could be drinking, could be coffee, could be, the smoking. Something you need to do in moderation instead of every day. Maybe it affects you, your health, reading your current situation. You're still hurt by something. You're still hurt by something, I see. You still are not over a situation, so why don't you give yourself time? I think you could be connecting with a water sign, a fire sign, someone that you expect some kind of an apology from. You expect for an apology from this person. And you keep checking on them, you keep looking at them. For some of you, could be talking about you don't know how they're doing, you don't know what's happening with them, maybe you haven't talked to them in a while. And I feel like this person might have made you feel insecure about yourself, or they made you feel, negative. I don't know. We're gonna tap more onto your situation. You say, what if you're addicted to my readings? That's totally fine. That's the only addiction that is acceptable. Okay? It's like you wish that this connection were to be reciprocal. So it wasn't maybe reciprocal. Maybe something happened and you could never tell, if it would work. So let's tap onto how they feel. How does this person feel? I think they could be involved. For some of you, this person could already be in a relationship. If that makes sense to you, I think, this person could be all just thinking about themselves in the situation. So if they're involved, it's time to let it go. You know that song that goes like, on to the no, no, no. I think that's what you need to do. It's time to let it go. I think for some of you, it's someone who was involved. They were dealing with another situation with the Nine of Cups. It's like they maybe enjoyed the time with you, but they were kind of involved. So let's see. For some of you, it could even be like they were on the break with some other energy at the time. I know this is specific, but that's kind of what I'm hearing. So let's see more about that situation. Tell me more. I think you wish to talk to them. If I were you, I would just talk to them and I would get it out of the way. Because I think for some of you, you're going to keep thinking and thinking without expressing your feelings. I think because of lack of communication, it's just in your head. But you know what I feel? I think there's going to be a new connection for you. I think there could be a new connection with a fire sign, a Scorpio. For some of you, could be an air fire sign. I see a new connection for you out of nowhere. And I think this person is going to be very much in the pursuit of you. I think it's going to be happening from January up until Cancer season. But to be honest with you, I think you need to be more open to the new energy as well. Because I think whoever this is coming towards you, not only they're aligned with you, but also they're going to be totally your type, and compatible with you. But if I were you, as advice, talk to them. Whoever it is that you feel like you want to talk to, you feel like you can't let it go. Thank you, Rosemary. I would say talk to them if you feel like it's just in your head, Any other messages that we have for you? Yeah, again, you're still hurt. I don't know what this is. But it's sad. Like you keep hurting from this. And I think you want to talk to them, right? But you don't. You wait on them to talk to you and they never do. So I think you need closure and you need to kind of, talk things out with this person. But I keep feeling as if they could be involved, or with the Seven of Swords, they might have lied to you, they might have said something, or they gave you promises or whatever. But I feel like you have a new connection coming towards you. And it could be with a fire sign or water, but sorry, air. Could be water as well. I'm gonna tap a little bit onto the new energy and that's it, okay? Could be connecting with them online. Who's this new energy? With the star, it's talking about someone that's meant for you. It's talking about someone who's going to be completely your type. You're gonna not understand how much they're compatible with you. Maybe at first you're not gonna get it, but over time you will realize it. I also feel like for a lot of you, it's someone that you could meet online. But I keep feeling like you either know them already, or from now up until about like February, you could connect with them. But they're gonna help you to see things more clearly and see what true love is. So that's the energy. Love, light, blessings. You say I said that you would pass something in all signs not too long ago. You just finished the semester and found out you got straight A's. Yay! I'm glad for you. I'm happy. Let's see. Is there any other messages for you? I'm happy. Thank you for that super chat. I really appreciate it. I really do. That's what I want to hear on my channel. People succeeding, people doing well, people getting rich, people buying whatever they want, getting married, being happy. That's what I want to see always. That's the whole point of this channel anyway. But I keep feeling like if you feel like you can't let go of a situation, you might as well talk to them again, because there's a lot of repressing feeling. It's like you keep repressing your feelings when you can easily talk it out. So I see conversation between you and someone that you are going to be reconnecting with. Timing of it is surely from now up until February. And I feel like it's going to help you to understand this person, and to understand your own situation. Can you tell me about the new energy a little bit more? The new energy could be a little bit younger than you. I also feel like they could be very nurturing and very warm. One thing you're going to notice about the new energy, they're very warm. They do things for you without you even asking, or they just have this unconditional love for you. But their energy feels they could be a little bit younger than you. They could be from a different background. I also feel like for some of you, one thing you're going to notice is at the beginning, they're way more open to you than you're to them. Okay? Like at first, you might be very hesitant, but they're more open to you. Is there anything else you want to tell me? You could be passing an exam soon, especially if it's graduation. I also feel like there's a lot of honor in regards to your work coming through. A lot of people loving what you do and giving you, good feedback. I also feel like some of you are going to have a sit down soon, or there's going to be a celebration about you, or your accomplishments soon. So you could be celebrated soon, or there's a chance you're going to be accomplishing something. But I feel like there's with these two cards, it's like someone wasted your time. You kept waiting on something and it never happened, and then you realized that you wasted your time on the situation. This could also be talking about you no longer waiting, you getting the answer you need, so you no longer wait because there's something new. So that's your reading. That's your reading. I hope it resonates. I mean, this reading was very specific, so very specific reading. But watch out for someone tall or someone that's very handsome. Again, I keep seeing that energy for you. Someone very, like, I don't know, like very much your type. Let's do your next reading. I mean, let's go to the questions. Don't send any more questions, though. Sometimes I think people hold on to something and they waste their time because they're hopeful that that person is gonna come back, right? And they never do sometimes. I think the best thing to do is to get closure, because let's say even if that person loves you and cares about you, you reaching out to them is not gonna change the fact that they have feelings for you, right? So I always say try to get the closure when you can and don't just sit around and wait. You know? You say getting advice and the Russian accent hits way harder for some reason. I know. And sometimes I feel like when I'm coming here with the Russian accent, some of you are actually listening more clearly to me. I know it sounds super weird, but I feel like you understand it more, or the way it's coming through is a little bit more like clear and blunt, you know? I feel like maybe it's Sabbath. If Sabbath were to do the readings, it'd be way kind of like nicer or put in a nicer way. But if it's me, I think it's you're actually listening to what I have to say. I mean, to her too, but you know, with me, it's like there's no joking around. You say the Russians don't play. You say the Russian accent in UK is a kink, just so you know. Oh, it's a kink everywhere, okay? You don't have to tell me. I don't even know how people came up with that. I don't know how people even see it as a kink, to be honest with you. Something must be wrong, you know? But a lot of people don't communicate, and that's the problem. That's why they waste their time. You say, why do I have so many creeps? They're everywhere. It's not just me, they're everywhere. Okay, I'm going to be starting to answer the questions. I think we can get out of the character for today. It's cold. It's really cold. Say, can anyone ask questions? You know what? Maybe I'll stay in, character. I don't know. I don't know how I feel. Maybe I think people would like for me to stay in character, but if I'm reading the questions, then I don't really have to, you know? Let's start. So many questions. Okay. Haley, what does Tommy feel think about you, please? I think they're attracted to you, but at the same time, this person could have other options. I'm seeing like the Three of Pentacles. So it's someone who could connect with other people. But at the same time, they could also want to, date you and court you, take you out. Just be careful, because I feel like the connection's either sexual with the Knight of Wands, or this is somebody who's going to try to be sexual with you. Just make sure that they want something more than just intimacy, okay? That's what I heard. Additional messages. You have more options coming through. You have more people coming towards you, water sign, earth sign as well. So I'd say keep your options open for now. And be careful of love bombing or people love bombing you or telling you what you need to hear, you know. Try to take your time to get to know people. And more money coming in for you. Shais, how to get them. Y'all are asking me desperate questions. How to get this person to ask you out? I'd way rather you, like get asked out by other people than ask me that question. That sounds really desperate, y'all. Stop asking me dumb questions. How to get this person to ask you out? You do nothing. All you have to do is you look pretty, you smell good, and you smile. If they like you, they will approach you. You can be flirty, you can be, smile, you can smile, but that's it. You don't get someone to ask you out. You just, look presentable. You look welcoming, you look, you know, kind, and that's it. If they really want to be with you, they're going to come towards you. Okay. Mary Jones, what will this person buy you for Christmas? Chocolate, definitely, I'm saying. They could also get you jewelry, or there's a chance they could get something that you're going to cherish, like something that, is decorative. So something decorative and chocolate, I'm here. Sherry, whatever comes out. You can just stop worrying about your connection and start planning maybe vacations. You have a vacation coming up in regards to your connection. But I keep wanting to tell you, like, stop stressing too much about your relationship because everything's good. And there's also recovery health-wise for you. Lily, who's in your energy, like few people. There could be someone who's just thinking about you sexually. Could be more of a past energy, so try to stay away from it. I also feel like there's someone new with the letters P, O, as well as H, coming through. Could have air or earth within their chart coming towards you, and they could want to have, something more. So, date with a sense of purpose. Hello, you say prediction for the next 3 months. Big glow up financially, I see for you. There's something about passing exams or getting a particular job offer that you've been waiting on. Timing of when you could get it could be from now up until February, but big career glow up. Lindsay, what is this person feelings for lately and their intentions? I think it's someone who wants to be sexual with you or intimate with you. They also think you're very cute, but they could already know that you like them or maybe showed them that you have feelings for them. But I'm hearing like their energy is to be intimate with you or try to, get you to be kind of vulnerable with them, if that makes sense. That's what I heard. Oh, for sure. What is this person's true feelings, intentions? Do I see commitment on the rise? They could kind of delay things, but I do feel like they definitely have feelings for you. I think you need to be a little bit more upfront and communicative with them. But they do have feelings for you, and I think they definitely will, offer you if you were to be more communicative with them. So the energy for you is definitely yes. I think you will be in a relationship by May, April, but you have to be more communicative and give this person hope, that you want something more. And try to bring it up, don't be afraid to bring it up. Lily, is this person over you? What are their intentions? They are connecting with different people through Pentacles, so they could keep their options open. So it's kind of non-committal person. So I'd say they could connect with you, but they're just very inconsistent, especially from now until January. So I'd say connect with different people nonetheless. Prosperous. When will you be in a relationship? Could be summertime by August, and it could be with someone totally new. Fire sign, air sign could be. Aquarius energy, Libra, Gemini, and Leo is very significant, okay? By next summer. Friday could also be seen. I know that sounds crazy, but Friday, I just heard. Okay. For Gotti, January 2026 message, please. What can you expect? There's someone courting you or suiting you for the new year. I feel like they're going to be very, very all about you. Earth, fire sign could be, and you could know them from now until September. I'm hearing bliss, so you're going to be having a very blissful connection with them. I also feel like there's a chance you're going to be financially much more stable because of a new career. That could be either remote. It's like you're going to transfer your job to something better. Okay, so that could be what's going on. Rose, most thanks and love for you and this person. Flirting. you know, intimacy. So I say flirting energy and getting close. Especially if you two are far, there could be, you know, a travel for you two coming up. So that's what's coming through. Flirting and intimacy. Gnome, you say please. January, what is okay going on in January? There could be a person that you need to, you know, let go of, or you need to talk to them if you have feelings for them. I feel like you've already wasted enough time waiting, so you need to kind of bring it up to their attention or talk to them already. I also feel like in January you need to get the project done, or you need to stop, you know, um, being lazy about a project that is almost done. Okay, could also be a new job offer coming through towards you. Lily, how are things with this person? Their marriage? They're good. They wish to reconnect with you, actually. They could also feel sad about, you know, themselves, or maybe they don't really feel fulfilled as much. So I don't know if their finances are going well. But, you know, everything's pretty much the same as you two, you know, disconnected, I think. But could be someone who wants to reconnect with you, is what I heard. Okay. Purgati energies around you getting a brand new job. So I think you already are going to get a new one, especially if you're applying. And I think it's a type of like company that works internationally, and it has to do with finance. It has to do with one company having different, you know, lines of work or fields of work. So it has to do with finance, marketing, sales, and it could be remote. And timing of it is definitely by March. So keep looking, but definitely something remote, or you could be finding it online. So yeah, MPH, it's very, very financially good for you though, like a very good performance, you know. Uh, you're gonna have a great performance in this work, or you're gonna find very, you know, these are good people to work with. MPHO, what does this person really want? Waste your time. I think they really have a hard time actually reading you to see what you want. But I also feel like they could kind of like be inconsistent with you, like you can't really tell what they want. So I'd say try to put your foot down about wanting to have a commitment and actually communicate with them. But it could be someone who is inconsistent a little bit. That's what I heard about maybe offering you something. Purgati, what and who can you expect in love? An earth fire sign. Financially could be very well off and a little bit older than you. They also could have letters D and V, L, and A within their name, or Y, but a lot of A's in their, you know, energy. So A could be significant letter. And by, you know, August next year, I heard. Michelle, what does this person truly want? You're so confused. You're not sure what to do right now. Girl, tell me what's going on. Thank you. And thank you so much, by the way, for that super chat. I really appreciate you. You say you're looking for a girlfriend? Okay, then get on a dating app. What are you doing on a tarot channel looking for a girlfriend? You say mixed signals? I think you have very high boundaries and high standards, Michelle. And I think there could be also some distance maybe between you two too, especially if you met online. I think this person could kind of like, you know, be connecting with other energies. I honestly feel like the connection is very sexual, or there's a chance this person is not very honest or very truthful about what they want with you. Like you can't really tell. They have different motives, or they have like ulterior motives. They could have Pisces somewhere or water somewhere. It's like you can't tell. They're kind of secretive. I think the best thing to do is to keep your options open in case you're dating to other people. And also when it comes to this person, let them contact you. Let them take you out. And don't be intimate with them unless they offer you a relationship. That's my number one rule. Don't be intimate unless there's a relationship or there's a commitment. I'm assuming you two have been already intimate, so you're kind of attached maybe in a way to them. But I'd say they could be a little bit wishy-washy, or, you know, have ulterior motives. I also feel like they could not know what they want, you know? So It's not just about you, it's just them generally. They could not want something serious right now. You say I do a million little things that bring joy to everyone's life. Thank you, Salar. That's so sweet. So for you, Michelle, I see also a new energy that could be an earth sign, fire sign. You say you never contact him. Okay, but like, have you talked about being in a relationship with him? You say he won't leave you alone. That's a good thing. That probably means he has feelings for you. But is he able to offer you a relationship though? Is he able to come and see you? Is he doing things that make you feel like, okay, this guy is clearly going out of his way to be with me? I think you could have, you say that wall needs paint. Okay, Jeffrey, come and paint it then. If you're so obsessed with my wall and the way it looks, come and paint it for free, okay? But for you, I feel like there could be an earth fire sign coming towards you that is new with the Ace of Wands. There could be a new connection by January already. But about this connection, I have a sense that there's miscommunication. Like you haven't told them what you want. You don't communicate with them that, let's say you want a commitment, you want something more. And I think if they don't leave you alone, that's a good sign. That probably means they have feelings for you. But at the same time, they gotta offer a commitment. Otherwise, they might as well be wasting your time, you know? Sometimes you can tell if someone wants your attention or they actually are serious. And the way you can tell is by them committing and by them putting effort. If it's just words, that doesn't mean nothing, you know? But thank you for that super chat, honey. I appreciate you. It's always nice to see you. April, can I tell you what gender you end up with or what energy they mainly have, like masculine or feminine? I'm seeing a female, to be honest with you, or maybe if it's a man, they could be a little bit feminine. They're showing up as a water sign, earth sign. They could have water, earth within their chart, but someone who's very logical, kind of quiet, and they could be very sensitive, like extra sensitive. I wouldn't be, surprised if they have some water energy in their chart. So it's someone who could be a man, but they're feminine, or it's straight up a female. But with all the water, Page of Cups, they could be either younger than you or they just feel playful and they feel emotional and sensitive, okay? But very compatible with you though, okay? And they might also have very soft features when it comes to their face, they might look very innocent. Usually cancers are like that, but up to you. Shaiz, what type of content is best to make? I'm hearing something that you're going to edit. So maybe it has to do with videos, posting things, researching. I think for you, it has to do with what feels right and true to you. Maybe you're into writing, poetry. Maybe you're into writing quotes. It has to do with editing and it has to do with making videos related to something emotional or related to what feels genuine and real to you. So that's what I heard. Let's say instructing people or telling them, how to do something or advising them or things like that. That's what I heard. John, if you're here, what's your question? Gatika, prediction for the next 3 months. More health energy coming towards you. I also feel like within the next 3 months, there could be a job change for you. And don't be scared in case you stop working somewhere because there's something way better coming into your future. I also see a move or trips for you that is going to be life-changing. Or there's a chance even you could see someone when you move, actually. It could be a fire, air sign. But that's what I heard. Gnome Radio Rebel, any good news for work dealing with your manager? They could be actually turning to be on your side or offer you something that they never did. Either a raise or promotion. So they could also figure out that you were right in a situation, or they might, like I said, be on your side in regards to something. So for the new year, I have a sense that they're gonna be on your side, or they're gonna tell you that you were right in a situation. I don't know why I keep getting that. So that could be significant. Deepika, have you met your future spouse? If no, when will you meet? You haven't. You will meet them by 2028. June could be significant. Maybe they're born in June, or this person could have water within their chart as well as fire. By 2028, from now up until then, you're gonna meet them. Okay. This year by summertime, you could also meet someone, but it's new. You don't know them. JE, any info on future spouse? Deepika, you could also have a friend that could want to be with you. I don't know why I got that, like an earth sign. JE, any info on future spouse, when likely to meet him? 2027, from now up until then, you could meet someone. They could have air in their chart. They could also be very cold, or their energy feels very logical, very like mind. They're in their mind, analytical. Air signs are kind of like that. So an air sign could be you're dealing with, air, water sign. Deep down, they're, a softie. They care a lot about the world, but they could be kind of stern and serious. Financially, also very wealthy, but watch out for an air sign. Aries could be even, or water. Okay, with 2027. Let me see what else we got. Oh, thank you, Diana. Diana, I just saw your super chat. Thank you, honey, for that. I appreciate you. I didn't even notice that you sent me a super chat. Thank you so much, honey, for that. Let's see what else wants to come through. Very, very deep. When's next in love? Meeting this person on Tuesday, their actions. They're going to be very interested in you. They could even be asking you out again, or they could have travel plans as well, as something I'm hearing. What's next in love is being asked out by multiple people with the Seven of Cups. There could be a fire, water sign coming towards you. Having multiple options, to be honest. But the Nine of Pentacles, take your time to find the right person or connect with someone that is gonna, be very curious and pay a lot of attention to the details of your life. You have somebody very like caring and curious about you coming towards you. Okay, that's what I heard. JE, will you find new employment in 2026? Yeah, you will, but for some reason I'm hearing if you're working right now, don't quit. But by June, by May, June, I see you doing something new. Don't quit just yet, though. I don't know why I'm hearing that. You might even get like a bonus or something while you're working, but I'm hearing June, definitely. Jasmine, there anything you need to know? New love is coming towards you. There could be someone you're going to deal with online. They could have water or fire within their chart. New love energy. And I feel like you're going to thank yourself for moving on some years from now. I also see a purchase of a house for you in your future, or you moving to somewhere that, feels way nicer to live in. Could even be like outside of your country too. Could be the end of next year or 8 months from now. Angel, what don't you see coming for January? A reconnection, connection coming back around. Also, you getting a yes answer, a court situation, or a job offer working out. A yes answer, a confirmation. That could be really, really, you could have been waiting on. Or maybe it's about school or whatever. Pen, pencil, why do women perceive you in the wrong light? Probably you're not dealing with the right women then. People always perceive you, differently. It doesn't matter if you're female or male. And the best thing you can do is to not please anyone, to stay true to who you are and try to be kind, but also have boundaries. So I think you might have been not dealing with the right people if you say they perceive you in the wrong light. Especially if you're dating, people are always looking for different things. So if you feel like you're being perceived wrongly, you most likely are dealing with the wrong person. You know, I remember like when it comes to dating, a lot of people would, you know, ask me, "Oh, how come you're not doing this? How come you're reserved?" Because I want to date someone with purpose, you know. And it gets in your head. You kind of feel like, "Okay, am I doing something wrong?" You're not. You just have values, and I think you should keep dating no matter what how people perceive you. You should keep, you know, staying true to who you are. Johnny, you say what to expect for the rest of December. Someone watching you, someone keeping tabs on you, someone that sexually could be really into you. You could also have a sexual beginning with someone new. So a fire, water sign that could be coming towards you, or someone that, you know, you may or may have not have had history with, okay? But that's what I'm seeing for the rest of December. Someone checking you out or hesitating on messaging you. Chaitito, he says, should you go back to school? Medical tech, will you like it? Can you complete the program at the same time? Or about finances? I think you should study what you like. In regards to this particular program, I think it's very specialized. It's something very specific. And I honestly feel like going there or not going there is not going to make a difference, to be honest. I'm going to be real with you. I mean, I don't feel like it's going to be any different. Because I have a sense that it's very specialized. But it could be to you a little bit boring. So why do I feel the need to say go follow your own passion? Or you could even build something independently on your own. But going to school or not going to school does not really make a difference for you. I know that sounds crazy, but that's what I heard. You know, I think you should give it a try if you're wondering if you're gonna like it or not. But the energy feels to me like it doesn't make, any difference. I think with the degrees you have or with the abilities you have right now, you could succeed financially. But this pathway is very specialized for you, and I don't feel like you're gonna really like it. But then again, you can try it to see, how you feel. I'm getting something creative for you, like beauty, design. Maybe it's kind of a hobby that you have that you could earn money from. And it's more something on the side you could be doing too that you could earn money from. But you let me know. Maxine, will you get an interview soon, and how will January go? You will. You could even get 4 interviews throughout the course of looking for one. But by end of January, already by January 20th, you could already pass an interview. But you're going to be selected is what I'm hearing, okay? So 4 interviews incoming, and you're going to pass by January 20th for one that you really want. Sarah, but all the best to you. Sarah, how will your next partner view you? Thank you. Very sweet, very loving, and even though you're clingy at times or attached, they're going to actually like the way you're cling to them or the way you're into them. They could see also you're very maternal, or you like to cook, bake, or, take care a lot. So maybe you have water in your chart. But someone who views you as very sweet, and they love to be there for you, take care of you. And they like the way that you cling. They don't see it as an imperfection. They actually see it as a perfection. So that's what I saw. Johnny, what will happen? And also your eyes and your voice. Johnny, what will happen to your love life in the next 3 months? Different offers coming through and a reconnection that's going to be happening. But there could be a connection coming back around, but it feels repetitive. It's like a repetitive theme in regards to a connection. I also feel like there could be a sexual connection coming towards you that you might have. And I think this person, when they're being sexual with you, they might catch feelings for you, but it's more of a new energy. Could be a water sign, earth sign you're dealing with, and a fire sign. So it could be 3 different energies, or 2 that maybe have these energies in their chart. I also feel like somebody could work out, or there's a chance they might, be into you or the way you look. Some kind of very sexual energy. Someone that, kind of is into you, and you're going to have a beginning with them in that way. But you let me know. Radio Rebel, been getting new person reconciliation message. Always saying the following month it will happen, but nothing happens. What to do? Move on. Okay? Move on and get on a dating app, go outside, meet new people, get some fresh air, stop listening to repetitive terror messages, all right? I think you need to let go of an energy that treated you like crap, okay? Some people don't realize it. They keep listening to readings and they forget how someone treated them. They don't sit and think to themselves, okay, if the message is saying this person is returning, do I even want to reconcile? That's why I always say if it's a good or bad energy in my readings. But I think for you, somebody treated you really badly and you have a hard time moving on because you keep listening to all these repetitive messages that may not be for you. And maybe you keep expecting something to happen and nothing happens. So what do I see for you is new energy. New cups of love, specifically an earth sign coming towards you. Someone that is very sweet, very loving, could be a little bit younger than you, but also they could be brunettes or very much your type, but online energy. So you could meet them online. Nicole, you say whatever comes out. Soviet Sabbath. Okay. Nicole, I see you like doing self-care, feeling healthier, feeling more at peace. I also feel like you could be getting asked out on a date with the table energy in my head. Could be a fire sign that could be asking you out. Someone that also was married before or has kids asking you out. That really likes your warmth or is looking to have something new. Okay, so I'm assuming they're not with anyone anymore. So a new connection, someone asking you out. I also see spending time with family or, you know, getting invited for a family like reunion, or you're gonna have a family reunion soon. That's what I heard. Okay, I'm almost there. John Francis, you say what's coming for you, love and career. Your work, you know, you really need to start doing something about your work. There's something new that I see for you coming in. Timing of it could be from now until around February. You could have something new. You could earn way more money if you were to do something new, or if you had two things at the same time going. I also feel like you're going to finally move out of a place that you really didn't like moving in, or this could be talking about you maybe upgrading your car or getting a new one. Something's being upgraded for you for the new year. In regards to love, you could be also waiting on somebody that is involved, so you need to move on. And there's new energy, around, especially around summertime. There's new love, okay? Could be a creative person. Kaja, what's coming for the rest of this year? Happiness, okay. There's also someone reaching out to you. I feel could be a fire sign, earth sign. I feel like there's going to be a lot of money, especially that you're manifesting for the new year specifically. But you might also hear from old friends or someone particularly from the past. That could be a Gemini, Virgo, or Aries, earth or fire sign specifically. Even could be a Scorpio or Capricorn, okay? That's what I got. But more abundance coming in for you, you know, especially in regards to your health and in regards to money. Love, light, blessings. You said you would pass. Okay, this already I read. Thank you so much, by the way, for that beautiful super chat. I really appreciate you, honey. I really do. I'm happy that you passed with an A. That's amazing. I love that. I think I'm gonna go, you guys. I have a lot of work to do today. And does anybody have any other questions to ask me? I'm gonna have to get ready. It is cold today. It just got really, really cold today. I was not expecting it. Not expecting it at all. Okay. You say, why am I so beautiful? Well, thank you. You say whatever comes out, Amal. I see a lot of money and abundance in a form of a new person coming towards you, girl. So there could be a rich person coming towards you. It could be someone that has a similar kind of background to you, or they're really appreciative and admiring of your background. They think you're very much their type, and they're going to treat you very well from now up until February, March. This could be someone, and they're very committal too, but they very generous. I also see family reunions or you connecting with your, either siblings or your yeah, your kids, like especially a daughter. Jose, you're starting streaming on a second app. How will it go? It will go great. I think it's going to be a great way to promote yourself. So it's a great energy. I think it's a great way to promote. Why not? I think you should do that on every app. Maxine, you missed hearing, if you will. I told you, Maxine, you're going to get 4 different interviews, and by January 20th, you're going to already get passed. You're going to pass an interview, and you're going to have a job by January 20th. You're going to see that there's one job that's good paying, that is going to be full-time for you, so it's good. But you should be confident because your energy is very amazing, and you're very smart. All right. Does anybody have any other questions for me before I go or no? My head hurts. I don't know why. I think it's because today is very cloudy. And sometimes when I do the psychic readings, because I'm using so much of my crown chakra, I just have a headache sometimes, especially when I overwork myself. Today I wasn't really planning to go live, but I was like, you know what? Work is work, so, I don't mind being here. Sometimes I feel summoned, though. I feel like some of you literally want me to go live, and I just come live, so never know. So is there any other questions before I go? I'm going to go in 2 minutes. But I want to thank all of my mods for being here. I really do. I thank you all. So I'm going to see you all. If you want to book for a personal, reach out on my website, sabbathtour.com. You can visit my Instagram, sabbathtourofficial, and sabbathdoll.com is my other website. And sorry, sabbathtourofficial is my Instagram, sabbathdoll is my other account. sabbathdoll.com is also my, shop, so if you want to visit. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm going to go. I thank all of you. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. And I'm going to have to go. And I'll see you sometime soon. Okay, I love you all. Take good care of yourself. Hopefully the timestamps and everything's are going to be posted. I know I don't have to worry about that. I have the best mods. And I really appreciate every single one of you. I really do. Thanks to Jose, Amal, Tori, Maureen, Tony, Blissful, all of you. You're all so sweet to me. Thank you, I can't say her name, but thank you, Angel. Marielle. How are you, Marielle? Thank you to V. Thomas as well. I really appreciate all of you. So I'm going to go and we'll connect soon, okay? Take good care of yourself and paka paka. I love you. Bye-bye. Love you. Bye-bye. Take care.